Hello, internet friends. It is Saturday night, and we are playing Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much.
Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
Starting off strong, Dan.
Boy, we're on a mood today.
That was a little on the nose. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it here at Quests and Chaos. And don't forget that if you are local, if you say are in the Oakland area, like Pooja's sweatshirt there, or in the Bay Area, on February 14th through the 17th, Quests and Chaos, mostly Thomas, will be at DundraCon. We're going to have a booth at DundraCon.
And a bag of Doritos.
And yeah, you can try and guess how many Doritos. If you can guess how many Doritos are left in the bag, what did we say the weight was? It's
It'll be 0 by the end of DundraCon because it's a 4-day
it's
con.
1 pound, 8.1 ounces.
There you go.
The last time we weighed it. So how many Doritos? If you can guess how many Doritos are in the bag
By DundraCon.
by at DundraCon, there will be none. It'll be 0.
You win nothing.
You get 10%. You have to pay 10% more for a dice tray. But you can come to DundraCon. You can get your decks of inspiration. We may sign a couple dice trays. You can get a signed Great Dane Society.
We are threatening to bring the value down, yes.
Yes, dice tray. We could even, we might even sign a Nord Games book.
What?
About
mushroom gathering.
mycology. What was it?
Hunting and gathering.
Yeah, the hunting and gathering of mushrooms or whatever it was.
You ever hunt a mushroom?
The most dangerous prey of all.
It explodes into so many pretty pieces.
Yeah, that's true.
So look for us at DundraCon. Come by, if you're at DundraCon, come by and say hello, because Thomas will probably be very lonely. Although he may also just, be Thomas. That's also possible.
I'm going to be trying to help him table, just so folks know.
That's an even better
at least
reason
for
to
part
be
of
there.
the time.
Ren's going to be there.
Ren will be there.
Does that make it a Ren fair?
Okay. All right, calm down.
Wow, you just earthquaked the table.
I am a Ren, and my pronouns are Fae Fair, so...
Yeah, there you go.
Every day.
So it's always a Ren fair.
Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
What?
That's a callback to like 4 minutes ago.
Dane's callback of Cthulhu.
Dane's key audience is people with severe head trauma.
Or ADHD.
All right, there you go.
Representation.
It matters.
Also, check out our shop, because in late February, we're going to have new merch items on there. I cannot confirm that you will be able to buy a gold-plated Rolls Royce with the Quests and Chaos logo on the door.
Wow.
Cannot
can't confirm that.
Cannot do it.
I wonder why you can't confirm that.
But also, in March, there's going to be exciting protein-related news from Quests and Chaos. If you enjoy nuts, like Dane enjoys nuts,
I love nuts.
then
.com.
not yet. They're not paying us yet.
I don't care. I love that website. Cheddar cheese powder forever.
Cheese dust for all. Also,
Hashtag cheese dust for all.
Also, thank you for subscribing here on Twitch, for following us on YouTube, for joining our Patreon, for jumping in the chat, for super chatting on YouTube.
Oh.
Any way you engage with us, we greatly appreciate it. It really makes a huge difference. I mean, the most tangible is our Patreons, who literally keep the lights on in the studio, but just engaging in the chat, being here, showing up is a superpower, and we can't thank you enough for just being part of what we're doing. Watching the VODs later, that sort of thing. Every way you engage, A, you get to watch us, we get to have fun. B, it makes it easier for other people to find our silliness. And another way you should engage with us is on our Discord, which is fantastic. If you're not part of the Discord, jump in there. And it's really nice to see how often new people are joining the Discord.
It's pretty cool.
Has anybody gotten engaged on the Discord?
I hope not.
You're talking about engagement?
Yeah, has anyone proposed on the Discord?
No, I thought... Why would they do
Boy, we are somewhere
Has
tonight.
anyone?
Are you trying to like
Has anyone ever?
take credit for somebody's like?
No, I just think it'd be cool if somebody got engaged in our chat.
Please invite Dane to your wedding. That's really
That
what this
is
is about.
true.
He
I
will
can
bring
d-
cheese dust.
I'll bring cheese
That will
dust
be your-
and
your-
dance the night away.
Almost everyone at this table, maybe everybody, has officiated a wedding.
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not.
Okay, half.
Oh, so it's just us.
Ha ha.
Full 50%.
I don't know. I thought you had. I guess
No.
I made
I've
that up in my
crashed a
head.
wedding.
Oh, good.
I'm sure you've crashed several.
Only really one, but I should have been invited. You know, Scott and Karen, you know.
Wow.
Karen.
Direct call out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they watch this. Yeah. But
All out of Cthulhu.
Call out Cthulhu.
All right, that's 3.
That's Nick.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, yes, if you notice, we are diminished. Nick is still dancing with Nurgle. And so, unfortunately, he is keeping all of us safe by
Yeah.
not showing up here.
Yes, we appreciate him keeping his dance cards to
responsible-
himself.
We miss you.
Responsible thing
You know,
to do.
he is our favorite outbreak monkey, but we do not need the break to be out.
And I would miss him more if time existed. But
Yeah, in a way, we saw him
We should like
yesterday.
bring up
so-
all of Nick's like things and just while he's not here.
we should do cocaine about it.
See, told you.
We should do cocaine about it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I miss Nick.
Now I really miss Nick.
Wait, which is the character and which is me? I don't know.
Nick, are you sure that you're not just like playing hooky to get away from this for a little while? Because I don't
I think
blame
I
you.
hear Nick now. Speaking of Patreons, to thank you for all you do, or perhaps to punish you, not sure, you decide. We do an after show that is only open to Patreons where we pull back the curtain and we talk about what the game, we talk about where the game's going, we talk about where the game's been. The players get a chance to try and convince me they made the right choices. They never do.
No. I don't wear pants anymore. Instead,
HR would like to talk to you about that.
instead I write haikus.
Yeah, stick around for haikus.
Yeah.
Stick around for
we
haikus.
liked you better when you were wearing pants.
Ah, well, that's to be debated.
As long as you make sure that he's the one who gets the same cushion every week.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Patreons, it is, by my looking at the calendar, the very first day of February, and already our tavern upkeep is 41%. That's because of you. Well, it just went up to 42%.
What?
Like
In real time?
This is up to the minute. This is my favorite part, the telethon. Our goal is to hit 100% of tavern upkeep. And it still stands. If we get to 75% of tavern upkeep, I'm going into the Closet of Doom and I am pulling out a random old gaming something from the 80s and I'm giving it to a random Patreon. We're going to do a Patreon drawing. I've run out of keep-related gaming paraphernalia, unfortunately. There's only one.
I still have it.
So if we get to 75%, I'm going in the Closet of Doom. If we get to 100%, I think we're giving away a book, or we have in the past. But
We'll see.
Thomas
give you
is,
something.
Thomas is holding up a bag of Doritos?
We gotta get rid of these. We got a whole room.
These chips. 100% upkeep. Get rid of these chips.
I will get. If we get to 100%, I'll go back in the Closet of Doom.
And close the door after you?
But no, this is exciting. The rules have changed for not at all legal reasons. Please don't sue us. The giveaways are not Patreon exclusive. Everybody's eligible. So if you get to 75%, we're going to probably have you type in a word or something, and everybody that types in a word will pick one of them.
Even
And
Quebec?
Well,
they know what they
They
did.
know what they
no,
did.
not Quebec.
Yeah.
Not Quebec. Get out of here.
Les
Quebec.
Québécois.
I hope we have like a huge Quebec audience.
Yeah, I want. Oh,
There's somebody in Quebec with just a single tune. Je voudrais un not games.
What I wouldn't give her the keep.
I took.
I want the key.
I want the key.
I want to keep the key.
Please, the keep. It is all I want. So look for that. And Patreons, thank you again for all you do. We have 500 bits from a brand new viewer.
Oh my gosh.
Narco 2005. Oh, fudge.
Man,
I was so
you had multiple opportunities too, because there's a cut back here too.
yeah.
And it almost went in there.
Narco, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much.
jumping
Welcome.
on, and thank you for the bits that I'm going to give to the player. And then, why was that singular?
Yeah,
just
it was
one.
for Dane,
Yeah.
not for anybody else.
I roll bad.
My buddy Cheese. These are his 4 cheese bits.
4
To
cheese
me.
bits.
Will I actually roll dice today? Is
No.
You've heard of a 3-dog night. This is 4 cheese bits.
that a nuts.com reference?
Nope. It's an old band reference. There's an old band called 3-Dog Night.
Cool.
It's also the saying, it's a 3-dog night when it's really cold and
When
your
it's
dogs
really-
are all
you need-
sleeping on top of you.
You need more than 2.
Yeah. I
Three-dog
very often
night.
have 3 cat nights because they like to all sleep on the bed with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, there you go.
And I
What
get in
about
trouble for
Electro Girl?
tangents.
We've been going for what, 16 minutes? I'm not the one with the tangents here, buddy.
We built this city.
We're all part of the problem.
We're all
Except-
part of the
except for me.
problem. Except for Google Doc is without sin.
It's always nice when the person that says we're all part of the problem immediately excludes themselves. Look,
But
let's
not me.
just all agree that everyone's wrong except me. It's like
Can we all agree on that?
verbal fine print or something over there.
Kind of mumbled.
Nice.
The mumbled footnote in the Google Doc.
So, last time we had an extended dream sequence that was kind of a recap episode. It was a clip show, so to speak, where the Danes traveled through a dream version of Zagreb and found journals that were the from the point of view of everyone who has possessed the Sedefkar simulacrum. Most of them not happy endings. Doesn't seem, it doesn't
Although it
seem
was
like
written with love and romance,
all loved
and
it.
they
Yeah.
loved it.
Really, that should have been our Valentine's Day. episode.
It should have been.
We
How
would
much
have
love
had to
there
have been
was.
off then for another month or so.
nothing says Valentine's like obsessive, painful love.
That sounds like a Valentine's Day thing to me, but
I mean, it's love in the same way that Dane loves nuts.com. It's not healthy love.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know what I have. With a beautiful website
Not
full
sponsored.
of beautiful deals and s'mores mixes. And Asiago cheddar cheese crisps.
So where were you at in that
Oh,
recap?
so good.
Ezra?
And
Superfood powders?
what, kale powder?
Yes! Yes! Spirulina? They got it.
Spirulina was a video game
I think that's Spyro you're thinking.
or a disease. I'm not sure. It was one of the two. I think my cat had spirulina.
You can
Some
sell
topical
that.
ointment. And then when they thought they were waking up, they ended up back on the express and they met themselves waking up several times.
Meta.
And poor Rudolph has not slept. He is he will not sleep on the Orient Express because he'll go back to the Dreamlands and become a 7-foot-tall golden god. And
Oh, nobody wants that.
I mean, he does really, but he doesn't.
It's complicated.
And that's actually where we're gonna start. About 7. So about 3 in the morning, you were awoken by the night porter who's convinced you were getting off at Zagreb, and they apologized for the mistake and all this stuff.
Oh, they didn't wake me up.
Nope.
No.
I
We
slept through
stopped
it.
you.
At 7 a.m., you are woken up by your door. It's Rudolph. Erna.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Erna,
Yes, Uncle Woody, what is it?
the train stopped.
It stopped? Is it early?
We're not supposed to. We arrive at. We're supposed to arrive in Sofia in the afternoon, but we've completely stopped. The train hasn't moved in like an hour.
I thought we were going to Belgrade.
Yes, Belgrade. Sorry, I have been awake.
Oh yeah, you didn't sleep at all. I had a crazy dream last night. Oh, I have some things to talk to you. We'll save it for later. Save it for later.
The train's not moving. I asked the conductor, and he told me everything was fine and walked away very quickly.
Okay, so
You
maybe...
know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
It means nothing's fine.
Okay. Well, you haven't... Okay. Okay. Should we vex the others up?
I guess.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
Okay, let's go.
Put on a robe. In the hallway. Come on.
Oh.
Hey, I've seen the way that Reggie looks at you.
What?
What? No.
Nick, come back. Nick, we
All right,
miss
so
you.
there's a knock. Now there's a knock on your door.
Wait, let me knock.
All right.
Honk shoe,
Yeah,
honk shoe.
yeah, yeah. What is?
The train's not moving.
We're stopped? Why are we stopped?
Yeah, Uncle Woody's having a little freak out session. Not talking
Aren't
like
we
himself.
supposed to be stopped? Where are we? In Belgrade? Where are we?
We are supposed to be in Belgrade,
We're
but
in the middle of nowhere.
yeah.
I mean, are the tracks being used by something? That happens sometimes.
Not
where,
to the Orient Express.
Did we cross a border?
Oh hell!
I mean, we're in the kingdom of the God. What's it called?
Crystal
the kingdom of the
Skull?
Croats.
Croatian?
The kingdom of the Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes.
Well, that's
It
a
will not
mouthful.
be called Yugoslavia until 1928.
Oh.
Although they refer to it themselves as Yugoslavia.
How
There it
did
is
you know all of that, Uncle Woody?
I've traveled this way many times. Art dealer.
Right. So
Well, wake me up when we get moving, I guess. But I'm going back to sleep.
I mean, do we need to do something about the train not moving?
So nobody is concerned about the train not moving.
I mean,
Are you an engineer? Have they have they warned us? You are without sleep. You are sleep deprecated, and you are
Deprived.
freaking deprived. And I am about to fall asleep again. Rudy, go to bed. Do some cocaine about it.
I am not
No.
sleeping on this train.
Sorry.
all right. You wanna have? All right, give me a minute.
I'll have a coffee with you.
Give me a minute. I'll get dressed. I'll join you.
This is what we're doing. I
As
don't
you're
want to
in the
miss
hallway,
out.
a porter is hurrying down the passageway, heading towards the front of the train. He says, "Pardon, pardon, excuse me."
Is there any
everything all right?
excuse me?
Yes, just a small mechanical problem. No, nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. Please go about your time. Breakfast will be served in about an hour.
I gesture to the porter and at Rudy, and I'm like, "See, everything's fine."
What kind of a mechanical problem?
A simple mechanical issue that will be dealt with dans un instant.
Sorry, I don't understand that.
Very quickly.
Ah, thank you. I speak English badly.
But if you'll excuse me, goodbye. And he starts hurrying down towards the engine.
Okay.
I don't believe him.
Why not?
Exactly.
Did you do a roll on
Because
it?
I've jumped on a lot of trains, and even when there are scheduled stops, they aren't usually an hour, and that's on trains that aren't as fancified as the Orient Express. And that man was just this side of panic.
I'll poke my head out the window, see if I can see anything.
All right. The train is. There's no smoke coming out of the train. It has been stopped for some time. Make a spot hidden.
Okay. Don't mind if I
Well, I
do.
suppose if Charlie is corroborating this.
Hard.
Okay, yeah. So you were on the right side. You look out and you see way up at the front, out by the engine, there are two figures standing out of the train, kind of just looking around. Looks like one of them's smoking. In uniform. They're Orient Express.
I lean out and I look.
I'll motion for everybody.
Come and lean.
We do the Three Stooges.
I call it the Scooby Doo, but yes.
And then
Scooby-Doo.
Rudy pushes through.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on? I'm Rudy.
So yeah, there's two guys. They do not seem terribly worried.
See, they don't seem worried. What is the big deal?
We've been
Should
on
I
this-
go throw money at it? What do you want?
Well, get your money ready.
Money is unlikely to solve a mechanical problem unless there's a mechanic who needs to be encouraged, I guess. But
You can always encourage
Well,
workers.
Uncle Woody, we have all our very legitimate paperwork for everything we have, right? That was something you made.
I don't appreciate your use of air quotes.
yeah, maybe make the air quotes a little less
We're
obvious.
in private company, okay?
Do it
That
with
just makes
eyebrows
it-
next time, like
That
this.
makes it more hurtful.
Okay, let me
Official
practice.
paperwork.
Official paper.
There you go. See?
No, that's worse.
How is that worse? That's way better.
Official paperwork.
You're really bad at this.
She's not a liar.
Yes, I'm truthful.
You know,
by
that is true.
To a fault. Anyway, we got the
Doesn't run in
paperwork,
the
right?
family.
Everything is above board. We got it set up.
They're not asking for any papers.
Yes, I understand, but there's nothing.
That's what's weird.
I mean, maybe there really is just a mechanical problem. And maybe the porter's getting freaked out because there's a lot of people who are paying a lot of money to be on this train.
Yeah.
But
Not us. We
I mean,
for
obviously.
free, but
Let me finish getting
We put a lot of labor into this
we
trip.
put a lot of
Yeah.
labor into the trip.
Oh my God, have we ever?
Yeah.
And we can make our way toward the dining car and go see if anyone's gossiping.
Yeah. Let's do a little.
Ooh, now you got my attention.
I thought I might.
Yeah, let's go to maybe the lounge car, have coffee set up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can do that.
I wonder if people are making up crazy things about what's going on. That could be fun.
You know, I have been known to churn the rumor mill a few times in my time.
Oh.
Oh,
So
I'm a newspaper man.
that's
Rudy's
true.
like, I'll see you in the lounge car.
All right.
Dining car won't open until 8.
Well, then we're going there.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So he goes directly to the lounge car.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, we're going to.
we all go together.
Charlie will finish getting dressed because he was kind of like muzzy-eyed and sleepy.
So you come in, and there is a woman sitting next to Rudolph, talking nonstop, and Rudolph is just like has the "please kill me" look on his face
I know the one.
as this woman is like, and this is a picture of my third dog.
Is she hot?
I mean, she's lovely. Sure.
Is she lovely and like immediately visually striking, or she has a nice personality?
Ouch. She seems.
Would Reggie fuck her?
Is this frog sexy?
Is this a sexy frog?
I don't like this. It's not that kind of game, Dave.
Okay.
Okay.
But yes,
Okay. Oh,
sure he would.
I swoop in. And,
Yeah, Rudy's like, "Have you met Reggie?" I'm like,
hello, I'm Reggie.
hello.
And your name?
My name's Clarissa.
Hello, Clarissa.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Yes, you too. What has you up?
Are you American?
I am American. Yes,
exotic.
yes. And
What are you? You sound American.
American as well.
I'm English.
Oh, you very subtle accent. Did you spend time
Sometimes
in America or?
Never been.
Oh.
Sometimes people misconstrue me to be English.
Oh,
Sometimes.
you're far too handsome to
Oh,
be English.
thank you. What has you up so early, Clarissa?
I'm an early riser.
Oh, are you?
And, you know, the motion of the train usually helps me sleep, but when the train stopped, I've heard that there's an avalanche ahead, and they're cleaning off the, and Rudy's like, "No, there's no snow. That's ridiculous."
What caused the avalanche, Clarissa?
Could be a rock thing.
I'm not a mountaineer.
Oh, okay.
I've just heard that there was an avalanche.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Shut up.
How is Ezra playing Rudy more Rudy than Rudy?
It's amazing.
And that dog is ugly.
What?
Whoa!
Rudy.
It is. Look
You
at it.
don't need to be rude.
I'm gonna send you to your room in a second.
Yes.
Goodness. It's rude.
Look, I haven't slept
That's true.
in a long time. And this woman just made me look at a genealogy chart for a dog.
Clarissa, we must excuse our friend.
He was
got
he was
terrible
very
insomnia.
kind to listen to a nattering old woman.
All right. Fair enough. What is your dog's name?
Which one?
Oh!
And you are now enthralled
Yes.
in the succession chart of and this was
Captivating.
Puddles 2.
Of course.
Ooh, puddles too. Write it down.
Thoroughbred.
It's going to the Google Doc.
Yeah, puddles too.
Puddles
Important
too.
NPC.
I
Puddles
mean, Puggles too. You missed an opportunity there.
Oh. Well, that's his cousin.
Puddles too. The puddling.
And yeah, she has like
Electric Poogaloo.
she has photos of her dogs.
These are amazing.
I miss my little children.
Where did
so-
you find such an excellent photographer for pets?
Well, there's a man in London.
Oh, of course.
This is what he
Yes,
does. He
Just
photographs pets.
photographs pets.
He
Exciting.
so when he's at the camera, he has a puppet of an animal,
Oh.
and they look right at it.
Yes, of course they do.
It's genius. I never would have thought of it.
Where did you enter the train? I haven't seen you. We've been on the train since London ourselves.
Oh, no, I got on in Paris, but I've gotten off a couple times. You know, it's I've never been to some of these wonderful cities. Milan
Nor have I, yes.
was beautiful.
Wonderful.
Didn't care for Venice.
Why not?
It's stinky.
That's fair.
It was. I think I've like pulled up a corner chair, kind of watching, but like not actively in there, and got a coffee, sort of.
The chef de train, French chef, not
Oui.
cook, but the chief of the train, the head conductor, will come into the lounge car and say, Mesdames and Messieurs, I am very sorry to say that we have had some technical difficulties, and we are hoping that we will be pulling into the city of, and he pulls out a sheet of paper, Vinkovci soon.
Excuse you?
This is a lovely small town. There may be some extensive delay, and I wish to let you know that the what is the name of the company? The Odeon, the Odeon Corporation has booked a very nice hotel for if we must remain overnight
Goodness.
in Vinkovci. We do apologize. As we learn more, we will let you know.
Well, could we at least know what caused the damage?
That is still being ascertained by the authorities.
The authorities.
There's a moment pause after the authorities, and we all look at each other.
It's like avalanche.
Well, there's tell of an avalanche.
I do not wish to speculate on whatever we will. When we have the confirmation and information, you, of course, will be the very first to know. But as of right now, I am pleased to say that the dining car is open and breakfast is served.
Time flies.
If you will, no, we are opening early.
Oh, thank you.
But if you excuse me, myself and my crew must inform the other passengers.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Henri. I mean,
Yes, thank you so much for keeping us informed.
Of course.
Do you miss him?
no.
Henri is not here.
Stop it.
I do regret that a little bit about not being able to go back to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I never want to go back there again.
We know.
Should I
Tell.
phone something in there?
Also, you killed Henri at one point, so of course
didn't kill him.
Well,
Technically, it wasn't her fault.
and also that,
And I also didn't kill him.
and also you didn't. That's true.
I mean, I feel more guilty about really haranguing him about Charlie's price, but anyway.
That was for a good cause.
I do appreciate you taking up the cause for me.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your lizard?
Antonio.
He's
Maybe he's eating pasta somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's
That
breakfast
lizard
pasta.
loves spaghetti.
Loves spaghetti.
Ooh,
Breakfast pasta.
simply pasta.
Um,
um,
spaghetti and maple syrup for breakfast. His favorite.
well, he never listened to me in the first place,
What?
so we can just assume that he's here, even when he's not, or he's not here, and it's for nefarious reasons.
Probably that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Although I could probably throw him pretty far.
We could probably.
You probably could.
Remember when he got me shot?
I wasn't there.
I do remember when he got you shot.
He got me
It kind of
shot.
sounded like you were a little culpable in that.
I was not. Not my fault at all. It's
Well,
the lizard's fault.
lizard's fault.
Led me
Blame
astray.
the lizard.
I will.
A lizard got me shot.
Why don't we go and have some lovely breakfast, and if we're not up and moving by then, maybe we can see if we can go outside, stretch our legs.
You are all so charming. I would love to accompany you for breakfast.
Oh, of course. And I offer my arm.
Sure.
It's just like,
I wiggle my eyebrows at Charlie.
Look, if it'll help him heal a little.
Oh, I think it's
those two
juicy.
start
I like
ahead.
it.
And he's like, if she mentions those dogs
Uh-huh.
one more time.
So tell me about your border collie.
And I'll just look at Erna and offer her my arm.
Well, I take it. He can't notice
He
when Nick's
fails
not
to
here.
roll.
Okay.
He always fails to roll. So yeah, you have a very nice, and they are laying it on thick for breakfast. A waiter will say, "We are so very sorry about the mix-up with the Zagreb exit, and there's champagne. There are flowers."
Oh, my.
They are doing it up for you they're laying it on thick.
I'll put a flower in my hair.
Oh, pretty.
The waiter or whatever. I guess I'll do a little passive aggressive Karening and see like if there's any way we can get extras. Like first the
More food?
I don't know.
They will bring you anything you want.
Sure, but like
So what do you want? Tell us what you want.
What you really, really want.
I wanna. Do you have any ziggy bit pie?
Oh, yeah, pie? Do you have pie?
We have lovely pie, yeah?
Oh, I want a pie.
Of course.
No, it's just that
Breakfast
it
pie.
seems as if the Orient Express may be falling down on its game lately, but just noticing a trend of being called for the wrong stop, and now this. It's just, if we had more information, we might be able to.
We cannot be blamed for anarchists
understand.
blowing up tracks. I'm.
Interesting.
Well, all right. That is what I have heard.
Really?
You didn't tell us.
There are, it's the Balkans.
The Bobkins?
The Balkans.
The Balkan.
Balkans.
And there are Croats or Slovenes that resent the fact that the Serbs are the ruling elite, and this is how they lash out.
Blowing up your train.
Well, it's a track. Mm-hmm. They are very careful not to blow up the train because that becomes an international incident. Mm-hmm. This just embarrasses the government somewhat, and we will force them to pay us. No, not a big deal. But if they blow up the train, that then becomes a major, and things get out of hand in that case.
So will they be bussing us out of here to the next?
No, I believe the town of Vinkovci is before the broken switches.
Ah.
And so we will, hopefully, as I understand it, we will begin moving quite soon, and we will be in Vinkovci before 10. And I think they've hired out a hunting lodge for the guests.
Hunting lodge.
Ooh.
There will be for the guests that wish to stay. If they
course.
wish, they can. We will be returning to Zagreb, and if guests wish to return with us to Zagreb and stay in a real hotel, they are more than welcome to.
Feel like I got enough of Zagreb.
Truly.
Yeah. kind of still reeling from that, but take a sip of coffee.
A hunt and lodge sounds like an excellent experience.
Kind of quaint. We were promised one in the icy place.
We
and
were. Never got
we've-
one.
we've
Well,
been
it was
spending a lot
a
of time
ski
in-
lodge, not a hunt and lodge, but
Yeah, there's a lot of, I
Six
feel
of
like
one.
we've been in a lot of metropolitan areas. Like, this will be
Yes.
nice, a little bit of nature time.
The
a
open
little
country.
rural.
Clarissa's like, there's nothing better than sitting in front of a roaring fire after a day spent outside in the bracing winter.
Miss Clarissa, why did you not bring any of your dogs with you?
I'm a writer, and
oh really?
yes, I'm a writer, and dogs, while they are the love of my life,
Of course.
are somewhat high maintenance.
Of course they
and I wish to not travel with any staff. Right now, I'm traveling somewhat incognito.
Have you written anything we would have read?
I'm a travel writer, and so I write articles and books about trips. And I'm writing a book about traveling on the Orient Express.
Oh,
Oh, I am
fantastic.
deeply interested in that.
It's they've been very kind to give me some tours of the kitchen and to let me see some of the inner workings of the train.
Ooh, inner workings.
Yes.
My goodness.
An inside source. Mm.
Indeed. I'm terribly sorry. I never introduced myself. I'm Charlie Afton.
Hello.
I'm
so nice to meet
little
you.
bit of an itinerant newspaper man.
Newspapers. That's almost writing.
Almost. We pretend now and again, don't we?
You sound very American.
I am very American.
You too.
Deep South.
Yep.
You sound American.
Yep.
They have newspapers in America.
Yeah, some of the finest in the world, as it happens. But if you aren't a connoisseur of newspapers, you might not be aware.
I am not a connoisseur of newspapers.
Well, then no.
It's a vulgar way to get one's news.
How does one?
The BBC.
Aha, of course. This new
Tell me about your schooling. I'm curious.
Well, I mean, Eton, obviously.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Oxford.
Trite.
and yeah.
Oh, a Cambridge woman, are you?
No. University of Basel.
Oh. Yes, of course, a fine institution.
It is a fine institution, yeah. Yeah.
I hope. Yes.
Well, I hope you have a lovely rest of your breakfast. And Charlie will stand up and excuse himself.
All right.
And walk out with a cup of coffee in
And
hand.
she's like, and then Mr. Sprinkles fell in love
Of course he did.
with a Dalmatian.
Erna's gonna get up and act like she accidentally knocked over her coffee into her lap.
The weather being turned on that woman hard.
Make a dex roll.
I am not going to help.
Yeah, I make it.
Yeah,
Regular.
She totally fumbled a spot hidden. So, yeah, whoops. Oh dear.
Oh, pardon me. I'll go get the staff.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, how clumsy of me.
Yeah, so clumsy.
So tell me more about your dog.
And
And I'll go after
Rudy
Charlie.
sees you all going, and he's here with the dogs. He's like, and he goes after you.
Yeah, I'll keep chatting her
Yeah,
up.
she's lovely and pleasant, and
Except for when she's an elitist bitch.
except
Yeah.
Yeah, debatable.
Which I can stomach.
Yeah. I
You've
think
got
Reggie
a lot
can
of
handle
that.
it. Yeah.
Charlie just has no patience for that.
Fair enough. Nor
about
should you.
9:30, the train starts to move again. The conductors will go through and they will say, everyone will be embarking the train when we arrive at Vinkovci. Your luggage will be taken it will remain on the train if you wish to return to Zagreb. It will be taken to the lodge if you wish to stay in Vinkovci. It is, of course, all your choice.
I'll have to dig out my hunting tuxedo.
course. Charlie has been using the time. He found a seat in the lounge car with his feet propped up and is taking copious notes on what was slipped.
And so a porter comes up to you and says, Monsieur Sterling, will your party be remaining in Vinkovci or will you be returning to Zagreb?
We would love to see the hunting lodge, of course.
Of course. And Mademoiselle Carlyle? No, I think the hunting lodge. It sounds rustic.
It should be rustic. Yes.
Rustic.
Hunting lodges need to be rustic.
Oh, but tell me, my dear, this hunting lodge, what's its wine cellar like?
Oh, yes. Good question. What is its wine cellar like?
I will attempt to find out.
If they have a poor selection, if we could dip into the stores of the train at all, I think that would be an appropriate facsimile for our trip.
As we have mentioned, we will be returning to Zagreb.
No, I understand. Take the wine off of the train and take it to the hunting lodge. Please.
Well, I will see if we can do that, monsieur. Yes.
Thank you very much.
It is an enterprising idea. And he will hurry away.
Enterprising, European for, are you fucking crazy?
So you pull into it's a small town. It's not a village. It's a small town of Vinkovci.
They have a Burger King.
No, they have a Dairy Queen.
They have a Dairy Queen.
Clarissa is like, oh, Vinkovci. Do you know there are Roman ruins here that I am very interested in?
Yes.
They've done. This is one of the oldest settled locations in Europe.
I see a bit of an amateur historian in you as well.
Every
Miss Clarissa.
travel writer must be.
Of course. That's the half of the fun of exploring Europe is understanding the history.
Yes, and half of the fun I gather of exploring America is seeing the lack of history.
I would say that in the food.
Oh, food, yes. American food, there's just so much of it.
That's very true. You're not wrong.
I never am.
No, I've gathered that.
Excuse me, I must go pack. Again, no staff. Oh. Sometimes I regret the decision.
Well, rustic.
Yes, roughing it. And she will head off. So
Something about her. Something about her. I
What
can't.
is your type? Like, you went to Bruges for a second
her
there?
type is yes.
I think my type is attractive.
Rich and attractive. Travels in his
not
social...
necessarily,
That's true.
because Martine was not rich.
Martine was
No.
Just hot.
Yes. Generally hot.
And all the more if they can flay the flesh from your bone with the cutting words.
I honestly, that does something for me. Something about a good dig.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you like it when the people are kind of mean.
I could, maybe it's a...
I don't think you understood a word Martine said.
But that was different. I mean, you can like different types of stuff in different people, I suppose.
I would say I like different types of stuff in different people.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. As long as we got that sorted.
I'm never going to talk to that woman again.
She's passionate about those dogs, which I enjoy.
I don't care.
passion.
That's fine. I don't mind the dog talk.
Oh, God,
Yeah, I know, Uncle Woody. It's the belittlement. I
Belittlement.
hate it when people are entitled like that.
Entitlement.
Look, Reggie, I understand that you may not understand this word in the same way that
Something of
fish
a
don't
blind spot for
understand.
him.
Fish don't understand the word water for the same reason. You've been surrounded by entitlement and assholes who use their money or their position or both to cover up the fact that they're assholes.
Okay, I got that last bit.
She's doing that.
Oh.
She's talking about her kind of riding as the only good kind of riding. She's talking about the university that Erna went to as if it ain't anything.
That did seem kind of strange.
She is belittling. She's putting other people down for the purpose of making herself feel more important.
And I
She's
was
a
like,
bitch.
and I was like, kind of trying to give her a piece of her own medicine, but I couldn't quite drum it up. I'm not very good at
I'm
that.
probably going to try and sleep with her.
I don't care. You can sleep with her.
Fuck whoever you want, man. I don't
Thank
care.
Just don't make me talk to her.
Okay.
Because I might stab her.
Oh. I wouldn't want you to talk to her then.
So we've established motive if we find this one dead.
Not it.
only if she talks to me. As long as I can avoid conversation.
I will steer her clear away from you.
That lady talks to everyone.
I will just make myself very bluntly American and be elsewhere.
Although I couldn't help but hear about the Roman ruins. I probably know about those, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should definitely go. Charlie, do you want to go?
I do, just not with her.
Yeah, let's go separate.
She's going to take me.
Well,
have
you
fun.
tell me when you're going.
And
And
we'll go at a
we'll go
different time.
another time.
Oh, but I want to go with you too.
Well, sorry, man. This is the moments when you have to make some choices.
You know, my mother used to say, if you make your own cake, you can have it and eat it too.
Did your mother ever make a cake?
No.
I see.
I guess that's kind of what I'm hoping for, is to make my own
Have you
cake.
heard of Marie Antoinette?
Apparently, she didn't
Yeah,
actually
that's
say
not
that, but
actually
that is
what
what everyone
she's-
holds as a memory.
God, I need to sleep.
Yeah, you do.
You do, so let's get off the train so you can take
Oh,
a nap.
yes, we can sleep in the lodge. Well, you can.
Very much looking
Gonna
forward.
shuffle you directly into a room and point you out of bed.
Yeah.
So you, the train pulls into a very small station. There are a lot of police on the platform. And Rudy goes, guess we're gonna find out how good those papers are.
Well, you made them.
It's up to you, buddy.
They usually work.
Ooh, the word usually.
60% of the time, they work every time.
The word usually has a bad habit of breaking down around us.
True.
So it is kind of chaos on the platform, as people are the chef de train is being harangued by people who are like, I'm not staying in this town. What is this is hunting lodge. And
In probably like 5 different languages.
yes, and he's dissembling in all of them. But he is surrounded. There's another porter who is saying, if you are going to the hunting lodge, please step towards me. These nice gentlemen from the local constabulary will have a few questions, and then we will. We have we have horse and buggies.
Oh, rustic.
Oh, cute.
Love it.
I kind of feel like we're on a school trip.
Did your school trips often involve horse and buggy?
Yes.
I like that. A horse and buggy was just kind of horses were just how we got around at home.
And by school trip, I do mean private tutors.
I know.
Oh, I had private tutors too. Didn't go to school.
Me neither.
Ah,
Did you go to school?
Yes.
yeah.
It was
So sorry.
It was a one-room place where I learned reading, writing, arithmetic.
Oh.
And I never went to one of them fancy universities. Everything I learned, I picked up on my own. Thank you very much.
That's what I really... Street smarts.
You're about to find out my street smarts here in about 5
I'm
seconds.
just saying. Do you remember when we first met and I was so fascinated with your rail trips and I asked you to go on the
Yeah, I do
4
remember.
weeks ago?
It's been a long year this month.
Been a long year this month, I tell you.
But yeah, we'll make our way over to that porter.
A guy who looks like he should have been in Mussolini's fascist party is there with 2 guards. And he says, hello, I am Captain Velimir Karkunich, and I have a few questions. You are English? You speak English.
Speak English, right?
Yeah.
English, yes.
Okay. Where do you travel?
We are going to Constantinople.
And where did you board train?
London originally.
London, England.
Yeah.
Have you ever visited this region before? Rudy, by the way, is studiously behind you all, kind of
Yeah.
being quiet and just sort of like mouthing along, like trying to like ape exactly what you say.
Nope, I can't say as I've ever been in this area.
Yeah, always been a dream to come through this way. There's so much history here.
And what is your profession?
Well, I'm a student in anthropology, archaeology.
Are you a reactionary?
I mean, I do react sometimes. No.
Are you Croat? Slovene?
No.
Serb?
I'm German.
German?
Oh, God. Why do I say that? Yeah.
What is your profession?
I'm a newspaper man in America, but traveling with my
America.
friends.
What is your profession? That is no answer.
I suppose you could say I'm unemployed.
You're a socialite.
Dilettante.
Socialite.
That is not a profession.
No, it's not, but
That's why I'm telling you, yeah.
You back there? Art dealer. I'm an art dealer.
Fun employed.
Deal art.
all right, this is almost exactly what Nick would be doing right now.
What do you know about Yudi Pravozhna Vozhka?
Absolutely nothing.
I can safely say.
I cannot say as I've ever heard that name before.
Where he's like, don't like him.
Who?
Don't know. Don't like him.
Rudy, if you don't know who they are, then why?
It's Rudy. He doesn't like anyone.
That's fair.
Those are terrorists that bomb tracks.
I
Oh, well
hate
then,
them.
we don't like them very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, they kind of got in the way of the trip.
Anything that gets in the way of my personal trips, not a fan of.
Are you, any of you veterans?
No. I've never treated an animal, but if I were to, I feel like I wouldn't do a great job.
I was too young during the Great War.
To work with animals,
And
I
I'm
thought
a
you were
girl.
from the farm.
A veteran of a
Yes.
war, a fighting.
No, they work at all times on all different animals. I'll stop.
Are you doing the rich, stupid American thing on purpose? Or?
Don't know at this point.
He's just stupid.
My int is 45.
Oh, baby.
Are any of you in possession of explosives?
Nope,
No.
that would be
These
silly.
texts. I don't do that. I don't do. That's right. I don't do that.
I didn't see this.
Well, he put his arm over.
No.
This should be the new
No.
code.
Ask me about my guns.
Very well. You may go.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Somebody needs a hot toddy.
Somebody needs a stiff drink.
A guy in an official of the Compagnie Internationale des Wagons-Lits,
Goodness.
which is the parent corporation of the Orient Express.
Did you practice that?
It was impressive.
I'm impressed.
My esteemed passengers, we are so very sorry for this inconvenience. The train cannot proceed on to Belgrade until repairs on the track are made, a process which will take 3 to 4 days.
Oh.
Oh.
This will be a lovely little hunting trip.
Well, I didn't realize that's how long we would be staying when I agreed to the hunting lodge.
It's that
The
I'm
tracks,
just saying.
you've slept in worse.
Reggie, the
have
Roman
slept in-
ruins.
the track switches
Roman
were
days.
deliberately bombed by anarchists, but no one was hurt. They have in no way impacted the train, merely the tracks. Once the tracks are repaired, you will all reboard the train. We will take you all the way to Constantinople with the luxury you expect from the Orient Express. we, of course, your safety is our number one goal. Your comfort is our number two priority. We do apologize, but as you know, these things happen in this part of the world. And we merely improvise and make sure that our customers are impacted as little as possible. We have booked rooms at a local hunting lodge. We have also booked hunting trips, fishing trips. The staff are at your disposal for all your meals are taken care of. We think it will be a very nice day.
And what of the wine? And the wine selection?
You are the wine man.
Oh,
I wouldn't say that I am the wine
That is a
man,
way to
but
be known.
The viney
I would
man.
say
Very whining.
We are examining the wine cellar of this hunting lodge. They do not have a cellar. It may be that perhaps for a day or two, the local drinks will have to suffice.
ooh, they have local drinks.
Yes.
Are you about to make this your whole personality again?
I wouldn't say that I've made. I
Kind of a
just
classic Reggie movie.
I enjoy the local alcoholic offerings, is all. And if they don't have one, I'll make one of my own.
As you do.
We do ask that once you arrive at Lovaki Djorvak,
That one was tough. That one
please
was
remain there unless on an escorted tour by the hotel staff. We anticipate that Vinkovci is likely to be a chaotic place until the authorities have apprehended the anarchists.
Is there any danger of those ruffians being around here?
It's possible that they were local. The switch is very close to here. But the hunting lodge, you will be perfectly safe.
Just gotta look over at Reggie, one eyebrow slightly arched in the "we've heard that before" kind of expression.
I return with a similarly arched eyebrow.
Okay.
And I wiggle both of mine.
As you're all
quotes, air
wiggling
quotes,
eyebrows, everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
As they're starting to split people up into the literal horse-drawn wagons.
So
Not a lot of cars in this town.
I'm listening to an excellent podcast called The Redacted Reports, where you get
sounds fun.
bonuses for double digits, and I did get a 44. So I think perhaps I should.
That's
Perhaps
not
you
a
should
that's not a
play-
Call of Cthulhu thing. You should
Perhaps
play
you
Delta
should
Green
play Delta
sometime.
Green.
Maybe, perhaps I should.
We can have a conversation about you coming and guesting.
What?
I got an 8, which is a critical success.
Ooh,
Well, okay.
8's my lucky number.
It's true.
It's not River's
So I
lucky number.
like Ren should get some
All
special
right.
for that.
Is 44 a regular?
I haven't done the half thing. Oh wait,
you have
83. What's half
huge-
of 83?
41.
Yeah, so no.
And I got a regular as well.
Okay. Charlie, you see a lovely, well-dressed woman, not Clarissa,
Good.
suddenly dart behind a luggage rack before dashing into the women's toilet. And a man in a fisherman's cap and overcoat clearly following her and is now like standing outside of the door. And you got a critical, you said? Mm-hmm. That guy is watching the police very carefully.
They're just trying to smuggle something past the capisteman.
If he goes in, then they're probably trying to smuggle something else. I'm not there. I don't.
Play a little hide the sausage. Where are the police relative to where we are?
So this the station is a long platform. The bathrooms are recessed inside the station. So the police are a cordon. As you answer their questions, you get through the cordon into the station proper. And the restrooms are there close to that. You got a critical, so the woman looked like she was trying to avoid the man.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I will nudge Reggie and Erna and quietly pass along what I observed.
Should I go?
She looks like she might be maybe in trouble.
Should I go use the ladies' room?
I
Maybe?
could chat up the
Might be
the man.
might
How'd
be a
this
good
turn out
idea.
for us in Venice?
You know what? you
Great.
You go curl up on the luggage cart and try to catch a nap. We're not on the Orient Express anymore.
We gathered info about your brother. Like, what do you mean? It turned out fine.
Girl.
Yeah, there was a death. Okay, we're just checking in, and I'm just gonna use the ladies' room and powder my nose, and you go take a nap in the buggy.
Yes, you're so negative right now. You're usually so chipper.
You're usually negative, but in a more cheerful
Yeah,
way.
you're cheerfully negative.
Yeah, I'll go. You could escort me there, so it looks you have a reason to go over. Yep,
All right.
and then.
You've given a lot of arms lately. I don't know.
What can I say? Ernest just giving all.
You're giving arm to everyone these days.
Give an arm.
Make me a luck roll.
Hey, you got it. Hey, Ezra? Sure.
Is Antonio gonna bite you?
21 out of 55.
All right. Clarissa doesn't notice.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
wow, she's really into you.
I just found that out.
Amazing. I do want to see if I can find an area to. I want to snoop on the bathroom without being creepy or being caught by the police.
That's not hard because people are just milling about right now.
Okay.
The process of getting people off of this thing on the 4 horse-drawn carriages that they have access to is just a complete shit show, right? like this is a mess.
And you don't swear very often.
Yeah. Ooh, an Ezra swear.
And Ezra swear
Yeah,
right now.
I swear not in character.
Google Doc.
Ezra swear.
It is a
Not
mess.
Jiminy Crickets.
It is a mess.
Yeah, it is. And like it's there just aren't a lot of cars in this town. There's no cabs. Clearly, the wagons are the cabs. So you have like there are a lot of people milling about, grumbling. A lot of rich entitled people are just like, how do they have any idea who I am?
Sure.
Clarissa says that like over and over.
No,
know this.
you're incognito.
So you go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Too quiet.
I mean, I guess I'll do a scan with my eyes.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Okay. What? Okay. I know.
So
What kind of bathroom are we talking here? Stalls?
This is a very rudiment. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's 2 stalls.
2 stalls. So no feet.
You don't see any feet.
Is she
Okay.
standing on the toilet?
Make
Maybe.
me a listen roll.
Oh, I am bad at those.
Ernest starts kicking down stall doors.
Look, that's what you're supposed to do if you want to avoid someone just peeking in. You
got
stand
it.
on the
All
toilet
right.
so they don't see your feet.
So you hear like hurried breathing in one of the stalls, and then you hear what you well, I don't know. You hear some weird like metal scraping and clicks.
Alien.
Okay, maybe gun. La da da. I make some singing noises.
The breathing like stops.
La la. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I just had to get myself looking good for the hunting lodge.
Going to the hunt.
Yeah, just talking out loud.
Does Erna know how to like powder her nose? Is this a thing that she's actually done?
Maybe not.
2 to 2.
I'm trying to seem
Acting normal.
unthreatening.
The door to the stall opens, and a very well dressed, very attractive, dark haired woman comes out and looks at you, and she is terrified.
Oh, is anything the matter?
I'm being followed. May I please share your taxi?
Who's following you?
I don't know. The man outside. There's a man outside.
Of course. Are you going?
He tried to. He said he knew my father, but he did not know my father.
All right.
I'm here looking for my father.
Oh. Well, of course I can help you.
He's an archaeologist.
Oh.
Is he the father of archaeology?
He's not Johann van Winkelen, no.
We have a lot in common, but yes, of course I could. We're going to the hunting lodge, and I'm here with a group, so we can kind of group and safety in numbers, as it were.
I need to go to my father's hotel.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, we can kind of make it look like we're all going to the lodge, and we'll get you to the hotel. All right. Let's save this for the cabbie, but just stick with me. Safety in numbers. My friend's right outside. He's very good at sort of blocking attention.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know what to do, and you came in and you sounded so innocently sweet, and I just, I figured you weren't.
That's my vibe. Yeah.
You didn't seem like you were with him.
Well, I don't know who he is, but
I don't either. That's the scary part.
yeah. All right.
And you sound so sane. High sanity scores.
Okay, just
No,
compared to some.
She does not sound sane. So you come up to the guy who is he is like just sort of not even pretending not to stare at the bathroom, and every once in a while he'll look over at the police.
And he's wearing a fishing hat.
Yeah, he's wearing like a fisherman's cap and an overcoat.
I love that you refer between like 5 different pages.
I'm seeing if he speaks English.
And a table. I come up to him and say, "We're off to the hunting lodge. I hear there's good fishing up there. Are you a local fisherman?"
Ich spreche kein English.
Yes, I do speak English. Will you be accompanying us on any fishing trips? Fishing?
Gehen Sie weg.
No, Reggie Sterling. Hello, Reggie Sterling. And I put out my hand.
Gehen Sie weg, Arschloch.
No, I don't use that restroom. I use the other restroom. But you seem like a very outdoorsy type. Would you be joining us to? I'm just gonna keep
He
going.
gives you nothing.
Although,
No, I don't need anything.
Yeah.
I just need him looking at me.
yeah, that's what I was going to like try to hear when Reggie gets really loud, and then
I'll give him he'll get a penalty die on this roll.
One time I caught a fish this big, and then I caught a fish this big.
So you come out
yeah.
with the woman.
And I think that I'm like trying. Well, if he does look,
Oh, she by the way, she says, how silly of me. My name is Yasmina.
Yasmina.
Yasmina Morik. I'm the only daughter of Dr. Dragomir Moric.
Wow, beautiful name, Erna Klein.
Great exposition.
Yasmina, you said?
Yes, Yasmina.
Does Erna know who this doctor is?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Very high archaeology score.
Archaeology roll.
Don't mind if I do. Thought you'd never ask.
I mean, he's no Winkleman.
No one's Winkleman.
No one's Winkleman.
That's a hard.
Ooh.
Okay, yes, you have heard of him. He is a noted
Nodens.
no. He is a noted historian of Balkan, especially Yugoslavian, medieval and earlier sites.
And his name was Dragomir. What's his last name?
Dragomir Moric, Moric.
No more
Not
dragons.
again. Not dragons again, Ezra.
Wow, that is very interesting to me. I don't. Yeah, Erna's internalizing a lot of this, and is like, there'll be a time to talk about this, but right now I just need to get this woman to the. So Erna will walk with her to the buggy, and then if she thinks the man has noticed her, she'll just go into like animated talking about.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
clear the
subject.
man's noticed you because he elbows Reggie out of the way and starts making a beeline.
I yell out, "Police, that man just assaulted me."
Okay. We're gonna
Oh,
go.
we're going for the power of Karen.
We're going into initiatives.
Ah!
Okay.
If he physically pushes me out of the way,
Valid.
Right.
Dang.
He's got He's a 60. All right, so 70s, 60s.
65.
All right, you're ahead.
All right.
So you saw this guy elbow Reggie out of the way and make a beeline for what you assume is the woman coming out. And because you had a view of the guy, not the bathroom so
Right.
much. And you hear Reggie screams and everything starts to like turn into chaos. Yeah, that's what you've got.
Okay. But I see Erna and the woman moving in the direction of the buggies.
They're heading for the street.
Okay. I'm going to make my way to them as quickly as I can to put myself in between this man that's now bull rushing at them, and the ladies.
Okay. Okay. On a 60, he whistles very loudly. Like as he's moving, he does this, and a truck comes like sputtering up. No markings on the truck, but it comes pulling up, and two guys jump out of the back of it, and they start heading, like trying to cut you both off. So that's on a 60.
Okay,
50s?
55.
Oh, I gotta check police. Okay.
I have a 55.
Yeah.
Is the train still here?
Yes.
I think.
But there's a cordon of police. So again, train, platform, cordon of police, station, most people, and then the street and the cars and such. So right now you're in the space between the station and the road.
Is she afraid of the police too?
You haven't. I mean, she hasn't expressed that yet.
Yes.
Can I do an insight?
Read
Or not
read
insight,
body language.
Can I do a psychology on
We
her?
don't use that kind of language.
Can I do a psychology? It's sometimes Call of Cthulhu uses insight. In our medieval section, Erna's upset about this. Can I do psychology on her?
I mean, you don't even need to roll. She's freaked out about all of this. And when he screamed, she got worried.
Okay.
For sure. 'Cause, I mean, you don't know if it's like, what the hell's going on? Or, no, the police, you know.
Where's Uncle Rudy?
He's
Doing blow in
sitting
the
in the
corner.
back of a wagon like this. And like when Rudy yells, he just goes, that guy never shuts up.
So
It's
I
the little
think
boy who cries wolf.
Don't I know it?
Anna would like take her hand and try to get her to the buggy that
Okay.
Uncle Rudy is in.
Okay.
And has her hand on the cane.
Okay. On a 50, police whistles start blowing from the cordon, and there's a lot of yelling in Serbo-Croat. Does anyone speak Serbo-Croat?
Nope.
Oh yeah, here I got a 90 in it.
Is that your native
I
language?
think you're lying.
Drat.
You got me.
That's almost worked.
And found out.
And Yasmina will look at you on a lower initiative than you have and go, we've got to get out of here.
Yeah. My uncle's in that buggy.
The police are maybe worse than them.
Right.
I'm not a Serb. I'm in danger.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to get into the buggy so we can get out of there.
Okay. It seems like the captain is yelling things at the cops. Like when you said something, several of the policemen, like reflexively, like turned around, and the captain is yelling at them, keeping them in line.
Oh, not going for the guy.
Right. Keeping the passengers that are still being checked. So he's yelling at them. All right. Back to the top of the lineup.
Wait.
Nope.
Oh,
45.
sorry,
40
45.
for me.
40.
40 for me. I see that the police are not doing anything.
Well, like I said, several of them have turned around and they're blowing their whistles, but the captain is yelling at them.
Are there any train employees left?
There's still that. Yeah, there's a couple of. There's the guy there's the corporate guy. There's one of the conductors, and then over with the people who don't want to stay here is the chef de train.
I'm going to approach the corporate guy and start just like giving him an earful about being accosted.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir.
You must do something about this.
Of course,
immediately.
We take this very. He's like trying to like placate you with everything he can say. Yeah, he's just like, your concerns are so valid and so important to us.
You know, Reggie Sterling is of the Sterling Railroad Company of the United States. You do know that, right?
I do now, sir. Yes. As I said, we're doing everything we can.
I walk away towards the...
All right, so you start to head over.
Yeah, as soon as he doesn't respond to that,
He failed the roll.
He doesn't know his rail lines, his American rail lines.
I mean, you know, it's America.
Yeah, it's America.
That's their attitude. Why should they care?
70s.
Yeah, I think first
65?
step is
65. Does it look like they're going to like successfully cut off the ladies before they get to the buggy?
It's looking that way. The two guys that come out of the car are definitely closer.
Okay. On this side, away from the truck, I'm trying to picture it. Is there anything that I can use to? If we were on the other side, I would like try to grab one of the luggage carts and just like roll it at them as hard as I can.
Make me a luck roll.
Yeah.
51 out of 68.
Okay, there is a luggage cart. It's empty right now, but you could definitely try and push it like so it would be an easy roll would be to push it at the one guy who, because there's the one guy, then the ladies, then the two guys.
Sure.
So the one guy, that would be an easy roll. The two guys in front, that would be a much harder roll because there's a lot more people.
Yeah.
is there anything like, can I be making my way?
You're returning back to where the scrum, I'm guessing.
So I was thinking I'd be going towards the carriage where Rudy is. Along that route, am I getting closer to either of the two parties?
You will be, yes, because they're heading that way. So there's like two coming this way. They're coming this way. You're going this way.
I think if maybe Charlie sees me getting closer to one of the two, we might be able to do an alley-oop type of thing where you roll
I have
it.
a terrible idea.
Go on. It's your turn.
It's your initiative.
Yeah. What kind of a role would it be to basically treat it like a shopping cart? Like
You want to jump on?
yeah.
I love it.
Because I want to get to the two that are trying to cut the women off before they get to the buggy. I want to like ram into them as hard as I can, if I can, with all of my very slight weight but momentum.
If I'm on the way, I can jump on too and add to that momentum.
Let's call it a dex roll.
Okay.
Because so what I'm like, the momentum and stuff is one thing. It's also
Steering.
threading the crowd.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do that without
Yeah. And like I said, the one guy,
easy.
You're going for, just to be clear, you're going for the harder
Yes,
choice.
I'm going for the harder choice because that is the one that is the most actively dangerous and the one that's closest to the truck that might
it. Yeah.
scoop and throw.
You're going for the biggest threat. I love it.
Yep. That is a 78. Do you mind if I
Yeah,
use
you're
that?
fine.
All
Use
right.
our coin.
There it goes.
The one bit that we've got.
The one.
Bye.
Was that off the camera?
Yeah.
He was off the camera.
98.
Oh,
No.
Better?
So,
Charlie.
that's a Dane roll.
so I'm going to make you an offer.
Let's hear it.
Does Reggie get on this cart or not?
Yes.
It's up for you.
Okay, so you go running up. You jump on this cart, and it starts to like zoom ahead, and you are just aimed right at those two guys. And Reggie jumps
Here
on,
I
and
come,
you are
I'm
going.
helping.
You are both on there, like right at the front. And at the last second, Clarissa goes, "What are you?" Ah!
She explains it all.
And gets run down by this cart.
You know, I'm not mad.
That's probably for the best.
Hey, as far as crit fails go, pretty nice.
Yeah. So,
Pretty nice.
so you hit her, and she goes flying over backwards. And everyone's now like, huh? Looking at that, and it adds to the chaos. Both of you make me dex rolls to maintain your your stature.
So in Delta Green,
No.
there's a thing where you get double numbers and
No military porn here.
22 out of 40.
So you got it.
We hate the military in this game.
Fair enough.
43 out of 65.
All right, so you both maintain your footing. And the call went out passive aggressively as it was. And who else would answer
Hey.
but Duke Fleeg?
Your Grace.
Duke Fleeg, 500 bits for the players.
Thank you.
You can see it right there. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was terrible.
Wow, your
really bad.
aim is
That
just
was
real
bad.
bad these days.
You aimed for where you pointed. See, you were.
That's, that is a...
Yeah.
And my buddy Jay Matthews, for me,
Come on, Jay.
Why don't you
my
use them?
second
And
favorite
here-
Match user.
And here I was hoping that you being 3 hours ahead would mean you would stop watching this crap.
And for some reason, Thomas capitalized my name. It's 500 bits for Ezra.
Ezra!
There's
Add it again.
there's a store in Alameda called Yarn !
I need
and
to go
can't
there.
Go by there. We're like Yarn. The name of that store.
I mean,
Yarn!
in fairness, the fastest way to get things onto the teleprompter is just copy and paste. So he probably just copied whatever was in the chat.
Ezra!
So Jay Matthews was shouting out mine. It's beautiful.
Ezra!
I'm here for you, Jay
Ezra!
Matthews.
Use my coin!
Yarn!
Wait.
Darn.
Cthulhu!
It's a callback. All right. On a 60, the three guys will come up, and their breath is terrible. There's
And that's the first thing I noticed.
yeah, no, you smell alcohol on their breath.
Oh.
One of them has a small knife,
Oh.
and
Big heart.
Heart of gold. Since that's what you have, it's how you use it.
That's right.
and they say something in a language you don't recognize.
I guess I turned to Yasmina.
But she says, "I'm not getting on that truck."
I'm holding her hand.
Okay, so this round they're just threatening. So
Okay.
all three of them are now like around you.
Okay. I think it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Punch him. Stab him with a sword.
Yeah. Yeah, my brawl's well.
Rudy's over here going, "Sword, it's always the answer."
Just stab him. Stab him with the sword.
There's so many witnesses.
Do cocaine about it.
They're attacking me.
I can't. She threw it away.
Yeah, I did.
On a related note, does anyone know?
Croatian cocaine.
How close are we to the buggy?
You're closer to the truck, unfortunately. And these guys are like, they are kind of hemming you in.
And there's only one weapon I can see right now?
Yeah, only one of them appears to have a knife.
Okay. I want to use the cane to whack it out of his hand.
Okay.
And then keep running for the
I'll let
buggy.
you use your sword skill for that.
Yeah, thank you.
You brought a knife to a sword fight.
I mean, to be clear, you're not drawing the sword.
Oh, no. It's just cane.
Yep.
Just cane. Yeah.
You brought a cane to a knife fight.
That's almost a hard.
Oof, he does not dodge.
Okay.
So you're
drunk.
going to do a D3 plus your strength bonus damage.
Yeah, I don't have strength. Are you kidding me? But I did roll a 6. So
All right,
Nice.
3 points. He goes, "Ow!" and he drops the knife, and he's like holding his wrist. You got him like right on that weird little ball of his wrist.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Ah!"
And I keep running for the buggy.
Okay, yeah, you pull her.
Yasmina, yeah.
The two guys are a little surprised by what just happened, and so you manage to slide by them. That is 50s.
I'm 40.
Okay, on a 50, Yasmina will reach into her purse. She keeps her hand in her purse, but she has reached into her purse.
Gets a Luger.
Okay, that isn't going to be bad at all.
On whatever Rudy has, he is now like seen what's going on, and he's moving up to the driver, and he's trying to tell the driver to hurry to get we gotta go, hurry up, come on, let's get ready. And the driver's just looking at him like, pointing at his mule. 45. Oh, on a let's see. So
I'm 40.
The captain is going to make a.
Control your people roll.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a persuade roll. So the captain is going to make a persuade roll.
Did you just fumble?
I did.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, can't use coin on a fumble.
Nope.
Yeah.
Can't use coin on a fumble.
All right, you know what? He's going to do it. A policeman starts to break, and the captain just goes, blam!
Oh my God.
And like shoots the guy in the leg, and then yells at the rest of the. And there's like a.
Wow.
What are your ulterior motives, you crazy?
And the captain has been watching all the people on the train side, you know, and it's clear that he's worried that a terrorist is going to get through.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like telling all the policemen to stay. He's like, this is just a distraction, you know, to try and.
Yeah. No, I can see what his perspective on that would be.
A local incident.
But he went a little
too hard.
commissar on that one.
Power mad.
So a shot rings out, and the crowd freaks out when at that shot. There's a policeman on the ground holding his calf.
Yeah.
Like everybody's running and screaming. Clarissa is crying for help.
So on my turn,
How are you going to make this worse?
I think I'm going to help Clarissa.
That's how you're going to make it worse.
All right.
I think I'm going to help
Yeah,
Clarissa.
you help her up.
If we ran into her and everything's going crazy and I don't exactly see what's going on because of like we just ran into a girl I'm looking to shtup, so like I'm gonna help.
By the way, stay tuned for Dane's podcast, Looking to Shtup.
Is that a Yiddish word or is it
Yeah.
somewhere else? Okay.
Yeah.
It's the only Yiddish word that doesn't mean jerk. Every other Yiddish word, like Yiddish, you know how they say
Schlemizel,
the joke is
schlemazel.
like the Eskimos have 87 words for ice. Yiddish has 87 words for jerk.
I mean,
Yutz, schlemiel, schmagegi.
schlep isn't that, is it?
They've got no
Schlep-
schlep is to like
to
carry
take
something
things,
heavy.
yeah.
Yeah, when you're in a real bad mood about it. The fellow schlep of the ring.
But like the weird gradations of jerk
that like
in
That's the
kvetch is to
complaint.
complain about.
Yeah. I like that one.
Bitching, really.
Yeah.
Kvel is to kind of kvetch is not necessarily negative. Kvetch is like, oh, you're kvetching.
Yeah.
Kvel is like, oh, stop kvelling.
So I help her.
All right, yeah.
So I'm down on the ground.
She is just like, my knight in shining armor.
Oh no,
Chivalry is not dead.
it's true. It's true.
Florian,
Let's get you in the buggy.
I am your Parzival.
I don't know what that means.
I do.
Yeah.
I only speak Yiddish. I'm sorry.
I have a 90
She gets
in
less
Yiddish.
interested, so
Uh-oh.
it's the 30s.
Yeah. It's the 20s.
20's even worse.
It's the 20s, yeah. No, she is just like, she only has eyes for you.
Oh my goodness.
She's also slowing you down incredibly.
Yeah.
Because she has like a death grip on your arm, and she is just like, oh, it was awful. And then that little American came rolling in on
Yes,
a
I know.
cart.
I was there. I was
They
on the
don't
cart.
know how to drive, Reginald.
I was on the cart too. I know. That's why I'm helping.
You were trying to stop it. I know.
Of course I was.
I know you were trying
Of course
to stop it.
I was. The little poor boy won't hurt you anymore.
I know where
Reggie's
you...
like saying that, looking at you going, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Charlie does not have enough attention to be paying attention to that right now, but he just like file that away.
Call the next episode the little poor boy.
Yeah, I'm
won't
writing it
hurt
down.
you anymore.
That's a good one.
Oh god.
That's very funny.
Be like, don't worry, I know where you sleep.
I hope I do too.
Oh no.
I have siblings. I know how to mess with you.
Oh no! I don't. Ah!
An only child.
Is that appealing to you in
Yes.
some way?
The inheritor.
Yes, the succession is much simpler.
Well,
Duh.
No splitting.
yes, but I am anyway. No, let's get you to the buggy.
And she's just like, oh, it was what? And now people are getting shot. Reginald, this place is beastly.
No, it's the what was the term you used earlier? It's a little too rustic at this point.
This is very rustic.
Yes, it's very rustic.
This is pushing the boundaries of rusticity.
Revolutionarily rustic.
There's rustic, and then there's just rude.
And then there's rude.
Rude.
I have a friend who's similar to that. His name's Rudy, actually.
Well, it's right there.
Let's get in the buggy, girl. Let's go.
All right. She's like, a buggy?
You know they have a horse-drawn buggy. That's how rustic they
What
are.
about that truck?
We're not getting in the truck, my dear.
Oh, all right.
That's full of...
You know best, Reggie.
Of course I do. This is weird.
So you would start to totally ignoring the scrum going on with
That's
the other
right.
players. You are helping her up into the, and Rudy's like, no, not her,
What? What's going on?
them.
I turn around and I see that, and I'm like, oh, God. And then
Is this your friend Rudy?
Yes, Rudy, this is Clarissa.
I'm not talking to her.
Clarissa, this is
The
Rudy.
dogs.
You've met. And then
Oh, I didn't recognize him when he wasn't wearing a jacket.
I'll turn around to go towards to help
Reggie, don't
other
leave me!
people. I have to, my dear. My
You
friends
don't
are
have to.
My friends are in trouble. Valor has no no borders. So I go and do that.
All right, so you head off. All right, that is the end of round 3. You hear whistles coming from town that are quite close. And the 3 guys hear those whistles and jump in the truck and drive off
Without the girl.
without the girl.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And she's like, we must get out of here. There will be questions.
I'm with you. Let's get out and
All right,
dodge.
so you all get on there. Clarissa, like, when you get on, she's like, oh, I suppose you want me to move.
Yeah, get out of the way, you little dog.
Oh.
No, I left the dogs in England. I mentioned this. You should
We're
really
going.
listen.
We're going. Right? Let's.
Rudy, come. Rudy, Reggie, come sit next to me.
I've done it before myself.
Fucking our names.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I go and sit next to her.
And
I hate her.
yeah, I'm dealing with a lot right now. Okay. She is the least of my worries. And I'll get next to you.
And Rudy is sitting up with the driver. Goes, go, and the guy's like, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. And like the mule starts to clop off.
Well, as long as we're not being like actively chased, I'll be like fine with that. Just sort of like settle in after the adrenaline of that one. Still giggling a little to myself at the look that Clarissa had when I ran her over.
So I turn to Yasmin.
Yasmina.
And I say, who were those men?
I have no idea. The one from the platform knew me somehow and came up to me and said that he had a message for me from my father. And I said, what was the message? And he said I had to go with him. And I didn't like the look of him.
Are you all involved in the unpleasantness with the tracks at all?
No. I'm here looking for my father.
Can I make a what is it?
Psychology? Sure.
No.
Oh, she's a terrorist.
What?
You didn't fumble.
I didn't fumble.
I mean, she is
Hard to read.
Yeah, she's hard to read. She is holding her cards close to her
So
vest.
they said they came from your father. They had a
I
message
had a
from your
message
father.
from my father.
And you said he was staying at a hotel.
Yes, he's staying at the hotel.
It better not be the Red Fez Hotel.
No, the Hotel Lerner.
Lerner.
Lerner Herzog?
No, he's.
I'm just
That's-
full of it. You
are.
full of it.
You're so full of something. Your eyes are brown.
Something.
That's the hotel my father was staying at. He was here. Here in town, he found a crusader's tomb.
Oh.
And it was full of treasures. And he
How broy was this crusade?
On a scale from 1 to Renault.
Was it Renault?
He got assimilated into a flesh wall. It wasn't
it can't
him.
be
It couldn't have been.
Renault.
Was he a vampire? How much flesh did he have on his hands?
I beg your pardon?
I'm a historian.
That does
That
excuse most
explains
weird
it.
questions.
Which one of the Crusaders ended up with the knife?
Oh, it was actually me.
Yeah.
Or not me. That was
No,
Ernest.
no.
No, I know, but I said it with
fine.
Ernest.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, the
Eloise.
sister,
Yeah.
But she said that we said at the end that
You
she
could give
gave
it
it
to the
the
Lord.
mistress.
Yeah, to the mistress,
That,
yeah.
because that was who she was working for.
For no apparent reason. Just
Okay, I'm just curious. Is it Eloise's too? How hot was the person?
But he found this amazing find, and then this horrible reporter wrote a story about it in the local paper, and he got so angry that he shut down the dig, and that was he sent me a letter telling me to come. He was the only things I know. He's staying at the Hotel Lerner, and he was visiting his friend here. He had a friend here, Dr. Bellanzada.
It's a cool name.
They served in the war together.
I see.
He was very excited to see his friend.
Are you from this country?
Yeah, we live in Zagreb.
Zagreb.
I live in Paris now
Yeah,
because Paris.
beautiful place.
Clarissa says, "Oh, it really is. You know, most people don't understand the difference between a macaron and a macaroon."
That's very true. She's right about that.
So when she's saying that,
Just like fully, there is now a wall between Clarissa, Reggie and Clarissa, and the rest of
Rudy's
the
like,
group.
"Hold on, I want to hear this one."
What's your favorite flavor?
Well,
Also, how hot is
pistachio.
Yasmina?
Yasmina?
Yeah.
Yasmina is...
I think you described her as
Pretty
very
darn
attractive.
attractive,
I think
yeah,
the first word you said was
She is actually
very
better looking
attractive.
than Clarissa. And younger.
Okay, I'm having a hard time not.
Seems poorer, though.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. Martine proves that prettiness is that
Yeah,
prettiness does not follow
no.
rich.
But she's got both.
And dogs.
And a bitch.
I had thought about making. a
Rudy's
big
like,
joke.
no, she told me all her dogs are male. Ugh. Why do I remember this?
Because you have the weirdest memory for the smallest thing.
Okay, I'm doing like side glances. I'm definitely doing side glances.
Yasmina, I'm a little bit. I'm wondering, perhaps it might be safer for you to stay with us, and then we could try to get a message to your father.
Well, I told the driver to go to the Hotel Lair.
When?
So well, it takes him a while to get anywhere, so I'm not.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
I guess I'm worried that
Dum-dum-dum-dum.
these people are targeting your father for the riches or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, okay. Yes, but let's go to the hotel,
Okay.
and maybe my father's there, and then everything's fine.
Okay.
Rudy's like, it never is.
Yeah.
Never fine.
Hello, by the way. Hi, I'm Charlie.
This is Charlie.
Hello. Thank you all so much. You are so kind.
I
Happy
And I'm
to
sorry,
help.
I don't know you. She looks at Clarissa, and Clarissa's like, Clarissa, oh God, what did I say? Carlisle?
Carlisle, you did, yeah.
Clarissa Carlisle.
And I'm Reginald Sterling.
You certainly are.
Not to you, Clarissa.
I hate to add perhaps another anxiety to the pile that you have going on right now, but are you entirely confident that the letter was in your father's hand?
Yes, yes. My father has a special greeting that only he would use.
All right.
But
Hello.
there was something weird about it. He wrote it in English, not in Serbo-Croat.
I think he probably wanted to keep it from people. Oh. Well, I'm here to support.
You're so kind.
I can empathize with your situation in a strange way. And I actually have heard of your father. Our fields are connected.
You've heard of my father?
Yes, he's very lauded in his field. I look at him as a
You are so kind.
No
yeah.
Winkleman, but you know.
Not everybody
She's
can be
kind
Johann
of-
Winkelmann.
She's kind of leaning into you at this point now.
Oh. Reggie definitely sees that. Definitely sees that, Reggie.
Yeah, he's like, "Ah!"
That's weird. Erna has game with girls.
Go again.
There's something so like disarmingly sweet about it.
Yeah.
It draws in all the sapphic chaos.
Sapphic chaos.
Oh my god.
Now that's a.
Sapphic Chaos. Ooh, that should be our spin-off game. Oh, it can be when Thirsty Swords and Call of Cthulhu combine.
Sapphic chaos.
Sapphic Chaos.
the thirsty Call of Cthulhu.
That's just Call of Cthulhu the way we play it.
It's true. Yeah, she will, she'll tell you a little bit about, the tomb and what she knows about it and that horrible article. And actually, she'll fish out the article. She has a copy.
From where, Ezra? From where?
Reggie, get your mind out of the gutter.
She's got a purse. She's got like a bag with her. She has no idea where her luggage is, though.
You're no fun anymore.
Oh, I misspelled this town's name. The Crusaders' Tomb revealed. 3 months ago, construction was halted on the Nicola P. Pasik School when workers discovered an underground structure while digging a foundation. Dr. Dragomir Moric, an archaeologist from the University of Zagreb, identified the site as a 12th or 13th century Crusaders' tomb. Dr. Moric's team began excavations, and since then, no information has been made public. But this reporter has learned through an exclusive source that the Crusaders' tomb is more library than final resting place. The site is filled with documents and treasures looted from Constantinople by Crusaders returning from the Fourth Crusade.
I'm just imagining Erna actually doing it.
Starts biting her lip.
Why would Dr. Morch keep these discoveries secret? My source informs me that a prominent Croatian crusader, Sir Miho of Dubrovnik, sorry, I'm mispronouncing a lot of things, is connected with this site. Is Dr. Morch himself a Croat, attempting to hide the fact that Sir Miho created this tomb to hide treasures he looted during the sack of Constantinople? Is Dr. Morch protecting an old family secret passed down through the centuries?
Seems reasonable.
Wow.
This discovery belongs to the people of, how do you pronounce the town name?
Vinkovci.
Vinkovci. To the people of Vinkovci. And we hope that Dr. Morch from Zagreb will soon give a full account of his findings.
This is yellow journalism at its worst. Look how they keep calling out that he's from Zagreb. This country is so separated by race.
Yeah. There were a lot of, questions like, is this?
Hypotheticals.
And just too much speculation. That is.
A lot of speculation.
That's why I don't read newspapers.
Shut the fuck up.
They're just poorly written.
Didn't even listen to you at all. Yeah.
Dear.
An insult doesn't count if it comes from the wrong person, apparently.
Yeah. Is there any truth in this? Your family, is there any relation?
No.
No.
Not that I know of. We're not.
Psychology roll.
Make me a psychology
We're gonna
roll.
fumble at some point.
Yeah.
Does your father usually work with a team of the same people, or would he have hired local diggers?
He often works with a team out of Zagreb.
Do you know who this source might have been?
I have no idea.
Anyone who might have been.
I mean,
persuaded by-
does
by
it mention
somebody?
the reporter's name?
It doesn't have it on here.
So the reporter's name was Vesna. That's her first name. Vesna. Femic. Femic.
That's too close to Feneluk.
It also sounds like
Related.
it also sounds like a Star Wars character.
It really does.
I like that name.
The Trade Federation representative, Vesna Femic. Here's what we have to do.
Yes.
This is very interesting.
And we're going to have time to ponder it because we are going to take a break. Friends, we'll be back just as soon as a bunch of people in a wagon can make it to the Hotel Learner.
I'm just really heated up about those
Yeah.
documents.
Is it so juicy?
The written word.
Stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Bye.
Whoop. Maybe.
Any
Maybe we're
second
not
now.
going. I don't think Thomas can hear us.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas!
Hey, Thomas.
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 All right, you know what? No break. Let's go.
No, let's break.
All right, we're taking a break.
Can we take a break?
Let us go.
Welcome back, internet friends.
That was the quietest skeleton I've ever heard in my
As
life.
Ren just Ren's trying to find out if there's a funny bone in your knee too. Nope, just a sad bone.
Sad bone.
Fortunately, it was the non-broken knee.
Oh, good.
Yeah, all right.
Jesus.
Dodged a bullet there. Welcome back, internet friends. We are in the lovely town of Vinkovci, somewhere in Yugoslavia, and you are in a mule-drawn buggy heading for the
Not
Hotel
even
Learner.
a horse.
Not even a horse. You couldn't even get the horse. After about 30 minutes, you pull up at the Hotel Learner, and she asks the guy to wait. And the Hotel Learner is a 2-story coach house. It's, it seems lovely, but, quaint, as Clarissa would probably say.
Or rustic.
And she does.
Yeah.
Rust.
Yasmina says, would you come in with me?
Yeah, I'm not letting you go in by yourself.
Thank you.
Well, if you're going in, then we should go in.
Reginald, let's stay here.
I'll go in with them.
Look at this place. There are probably bugs.
I'll go in with them.
Rudy is already asleep.
Yeah, and he needs it, so just keep an eye out the outside for us. You know the call we do when there's trouble?
Cthulhu.
Yeah, that one.
Cthulhu.
Yes, so I'll keep an eye out for that.
It's okay, dear. It's fine.
It was very unsettling.
I'll
I
follow
guess I'm married in this town.
you. What?
Seems like
She's got you by
she's treating me that way anyway.
Or ball and chain.
she's got you by the short and curly.
I'm talking to them outside.
Yes. Clarissa is studiously not listening.
Got you by the short and curlies, huh?
I mean, if I'm lucky.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's keep
Sex.
going.
That was weirdly effective.
Yep, I guess we figured out how to shut me up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yasmina will go in and she translates for you, and she asks the front desk clerk if there's a Dr. Morich there, and they say, no, there's no one by that name as a guest, and she sobs, like when they say that.
What was Belinzada? Dr. Belinzada?
The guy will hear the name, and she says, he knows of the doctor.
Is he a resident of the
Yeah,
town?
he lives here.
All right. I turn to Yasmina. Would your father have used any other name, or?
I don't think so. Maybe he left a message for me.
Yeah. Did Dr. Morch leave any messages, or?
The guy will look, and he goes, And he pulls out an envelope that says JM, a sealed envelope that says JM on it. And he will hand that to, which one is it?
Oh man, we've been getting handouts.
He hands it to Yasmina, who looks at it and
Starts crying.
is like, I don't know what this means.
May I see it?
Yes. It's a bunch of names. in
Zagrabaka, Zvanarska, Kralja.
Don't say it out loud. Cast the spell.
You're not there. Shut up.
Dane says, don't say it out loud.
Ziv-
That's my regular voice.
Because he's from the south.
Zivanunia? Be careful. I love you.
that is my father's handwriting.
Yeah.
She asks a guy a question, and he'll say that was from about 5 days ago.
When did you get the letter from your father?
Ooh, great question. Let me check the adventure timeline.
Adventure Time. I love that show.
Here we
Come
go.
on, grab your friends. We'll get you distant European lands.
A week ago.
So very recent to his message to you.
Why didn't you go as soon as you got the letter?
Well, I did as soon as he wrote the letter a week ago. It took 3 days to get to Paris.
Oh, that's right. You're in Paris. My apologies.
No.
It doesn't. This doesn't mean anything to you. Town names or people names.
No. She like shows it to the guy, and she asks, and she goes, "Oh, those are all streets in town."
Oh. So based on this, I'm a little bit confused. Let's see. Kept these discoveries secret. He's not keeping the location of this secret, is he? The tomb?
No. It's in the newspaper article.
So they know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could go there. We should try and find Dr. Bellanzada.
Yeah, I mean, he lives in town, so there's no reason not to.
Yes.
But we should be careful, as your father says.
Why don't we get our stuff to the hunting lodge, get our spaces claimed, and then we can perhaps go out and have a look.
I think this is Dane reminding the players that
We have to be escorted.
we do have to be.
I remember.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. They
It's
just
just gonna make things a little bit easier.
Well, no, I mean, I thought that would be like an obstacle we had to get around.
No, it's a safety concern.
Right.
One.
We can handle ourselves.
One
I'll whack some more knuckles.
that I forgot to put out there. Is that in the letter, the letter from her father, I think we actually have the letter from her father. We do. Give that a
Oh,
read
my goodness.
Oh,
for the kids at home.
Letter from Dr. Dragomir Morik in English. Dearest Yasmina, this site is very unusual. I'm sure the structure isn't a tomb. I've learned some things about the Order of the Noble Shield and their history. Most of it should be made public. Details of the excavation include...
Not be made.
should not be made public. Details of the excavation, including photographs of the site, were leaked to the local press. The story was meant as an attack against my character, but I now fear for the security of the find. There are various documents and artifacts which could be quite valuable to an unscrupulous collector.
Rudy wakes up.
What?
I heard my name.
I'm sorry for being vague, but I dare not write more in case this letter is intercepted. I don't know who to trust. Someone on my team is likely working against me. I need you to come to Vinkovci at once. I'll be waiting for you at the Hotel Lerner. Don't tell anyone you're coming. If I'm not there, I'll leave a message for you at the front desk. Once you get to town, speak to no one. Just go directly to the hotel. I'll explain everything in person. Hopefully, I'll have more of it sorted out by the time you arrive. I hate to possibly put you in danger, but I don't know who else to trust. Please bring my service revolver and the box of ammunition I keep in my study. They are next to my favorite book. You should remember the one I mean. Father.
Yasmina, can you ask if your father was staying here? They should have some sort of record of that.
She asked. No, he did. He never stayed here.
He says not to tell anyone, which could include Belinzada.
Well, he also said he was going to be here.
But he said if he wasn't, he'd leave a note.
He doesn't know who to trust.
He doesn't know who to trust except for you.
Well, we have the street names.
We have the street names.
Is that are those streets that are anywhere near where this dig was? Because that was supposed to be a school, wasn't it?
It was being built as a school. Yeah, I don't know if they're close to the dig. It's also, I don't know why he so obliquely mentions Gibbon's, his favorite book, The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire. Pardon me, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Very different book.
Very different book.
I mean, Rise and Fall would be about this thick of a book.
Well, if you've ever read Gibbon's, it is still that thick.
Damn
Okay.
it, Gibbons.
Well, let's get to where we're staying, and maybe we can get a map of town and see if there's anything interesting about the road, the streets, where they're located.
Yeah, okay. We cut back to the wagon where they've gone in, and Clarissa goes, Reggie, look, a car's coming. Let's buy it. I'm sick of this wagon.
You want to buy the car?
Yes.
There's fascism about. They may put a target on our back.
For buying a car?
Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten in trouble for buying things before.
You should never be ashamed of buying things.
You know, I thank you. And I do mean that. Thank you.
And the car is coming up, and she just jumps out of the thing
No!
and stands in the middle
Clarissa,
of the road
you
doing this.
Fool.
And this is like a Model T. This is a very old car. It stops, and a guy gets out and starts like yelling at her in Serbo-Croat. And she's like, "Sprechen Sie Deutsch?"
Oh my God! No, they don't like
parle
Germans.
français?
They don't like Russians here or Germans here.
They were.
You probably don't know what she's speaking.
They used to be owned by the Germans. They probably speak German.
Yeah, you're. I get it now.
She opens
It
her
takes you
purse
far too long.
and she takes out a wad of cash.
Jesus Christ.
And she just hands it to the guy and gets in the car.
Oh,
and the guy's like,
What are the bills?
they're pounds.
They're pounds.
Oh my God, she's like you when we first met you.
Yeah. I
We're
get it
looking
now.
in the past.
I get it now.
The guy kind of goes, and he starts to walk off. She's like, "We have a car now, Reggie. Come on, let's go to the hunting lodge.
You don't know where the hunting lodge is, dear.
We'll find it."
No, we won't.
How hard can it be to find a hunting lodge in a town this small?
I'm going to go to the car door, and I'm going to open up the driver's side door, and I'm going to put both hands on both of her shoulders, and I'm going to say, Clarissa, listen to me very carefully.
Of course, Reggie.
I've almost died several times doing exactly the things you're doing now.
Bracing.
We can expedite that.
If you ever want to see your dogs again, or perhaps we find ourselves in a more intimate place, I must urge you not to act as rashly as you have in the last 30 seconds.
We got a car.
Trust me. Please return back to the buggy, or else I cannot guarantee your safety here.
Do you know how to drive?
Yes.
Well, get in.
No. I will not abandon my friends for this car. Now, you seem like a very wonderful woman, and I am very much looking forward to spending more time with you. But chivalry has its extent, and I am loyal to my people.
Well, we can probably fit a couple of them in here.
I will be staying with the buggy. Good luck to you. And I close the door.
Reginald.
and then I go...
Into the hotel.
No, I don't know about... Well, I suppose I should, yeah.
All right, so you go in, and the last thing you hear is, well, I'll see you at the hunting lodge. And you come in right as they are about to head out.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Come to your senses?
No,
Well, at least you're self-aware.
but I need to apologize. I am sorry.
Thank you, Eddie.
All right, you're welcome. You're forgiven.
We should get back in the buggy.
Let's get in the buggy.
Oh, where's Clarissa?
I am so sorry.
Is that the I'm so sorry of I killed her and hid her body in the last 5 minutes?
Oh.
Or
In that case, you don't have to be sorry.
no, I know. I just need to know
Yasmina's
what,
like,
I'm joking.
I just need to know which level of blowback this is about to throw at us.
Undetermined, honestly. She bought a random man's car and it's driven off. Real early Reggie moved.
I was about to say,
Yes.
boy, I'm having
Oh,
flashbacks.
just waving her money around?
a car could be very useful.
Yes,
Well-
but also put an additional target on our backs. I'm not prepared to just...
You're wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah,
That's
but,
fair.
yeah, but he wears it so casually that
I
you just
do
kind of
wear-
forget that it's a tuxedo.
And this
You
is...
don't.
This is...
You really don't.
This
his
is my
hunting tuxedo.
Yeah, this is my hunting tuxedo.
There's no, there's no such thing.
It's forest green.
I love that we've been like indoctrinated. So we're like, yeah, it's a hunting tuxedo.
You own more than one tuxedo?
Yes.
Several.
What am I, a farmer?
He owns about 20, I think, last time I looked.
I was thinking of a terry cloth one for when I get out of the shower.
In that like 5 minutes, you traumatize everyone as you walk through.
Well, she bought a car and she went to hunting.
She said she went to the hunting lodge. I don't know where that is.
Well, this ought to be entertaining.
Yes.
Well,
Or she's dead.
I think I can see
no.
the exhaust fumes as she's going. So
Oh no, stop.
Oh no,
Come back.
please.
So
Murder.
we're going to the hunting lodge now?
Yes.
Yes.
well, that's where the car went. If we do want a car, and I figured we could just get a map so we can sort of cross-examine the street names.
And also, all of our stuff is currently in the buggy, and I'm sure this gentleman would love to get back to whatever he's doing.
Actually, your stuff, all the stuff has been taken, all the luggage. You have your carry-on bags, essentially.
Okay.
Everything else has already been taken by the Orient Express.
Would the hotel we just walked out of have a map of the town?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find those streets. It is that is an intersection.
Oh.
It is so. That is what is the street? The
Zaglabaka.
yeah. It is.
Volnovska.
Zagobaka.
Yeah.
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 It is.
That sounds like a Star Wars thing too.
Yeah.
That's what was my thought.
George Lucas, you genius. You just go to
Von
Croatia.
Von Arska Street between the cross streets of Zagrebaka and Kralja Znovnina.
Okay. So we have a location.
And the guy at the front desk will say that there's a bookstore there.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh. Eyebrows start wiggling.
Well, then he might have been referencing.
The book.
He might have been referencing your.
We have 500 more bits for the players because not only did Narco 2005, who's really only here for all the cocaine talk,
Well,
Obviously.
not only did he give 500 bits, but he also made a super chat on YouTube. So that's 500 more bits for the players. Yeah. Thank you, Narco.
Thank you.
What if it's Pablo Pascal?
Please don't arrest us.
Yay.
Yay.
No arrests.
Yet.
So, all right. So we have an intersection bookstore
And a book to find.
and a book to find.
You told me about.
Macro.
macro.
Thomas.
So like
wrote
macro, but
Narco
macro.
on both of them. Thomas would also like to thank our biggest fan, Fluke Deeg.
What about Pope?
Yeah, I mean, your father did reference the book in his letter, so maybe he
I mean,
secreted something in a Gibbons book.
if we don't need our stuff, then let's just go there.
just go.
Yeah.
Secreted something
She's
in
like,
Gibbons.
so I should tell the wagon to go to the bookstore.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
She'll tell the guy, and he like turns the mule around. Turkey in the Straw starts playing. And about 30 minutes later, you pull up in front of a bookstore, and this guy is now like, I'm just keeping the meter running.
We're good for it.
And it is it is a bookstore called Odlika Knizga. And
Sure is.
anybody with a library use score over 65 can make an intelligence roll.
Don't mind if I
20. So
do.
close.
And
51, so close.
Rudy is fast asleep. So he
You know
doesn't
what
get
my
to make a roll.
library uses? 87.
Good.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, you haven't wasted your life.
Not as high as my anthropology. 94.
not-
What?
Not wasted at all.
Only almost maxed out. Okay, so
you're making an
intelligence.
intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll. Thank you. Yeah, I make it. A horde.
So you have heard of this store. This is not the sort of store that one goes and browses about. This is a mail order house for rare books from Eastern Europe, and it also imports a lot of books for people in Eastern Europe.
Oh yeah. I think I've had.
town?
You know that Rudy has done business with this place.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Time to kick Rudy
Yeah.
awake.
Well, he needs his rest though.
Wake the fuck up.
Statuary.
Yeah, I nudged him awake. Uncle
It was
Rudy?
like that when I found it.
Uncle Rudy, you're fine. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Olympics.
I say the name of the bookstore.
Not late. You're late.
You're doing great. Don't think about your trauma. So the bookstore, and I say the name flawlessly.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Gregor.
Gregor, you
Nice
know
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have a good relationship with him.
I mean,
I guess I'm asking if it would be beneficial to include you in this, or would it hurt
oh, are
us?
we there?
Yeah.
No, I owe him like $800.
Okay, why don't you stay in the buggy then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought. I mean, look, it was an early copy of the Kama Sutra. I thought I could move it.
Something's changed about you.
Yeah, you feel different.
I can't tell.
You are so sleep deprived. I
You're going from being ultra Rudy to somewhere like closer to me. I don't know.
It's okay.
It was the daguerreotypes, you know.
I don't know. What's that mean?
Go back to sleep.
Yeah. He goes back to sleep. The bookstore is chaos inside. There are just books everywhere.
Stacks and stacks of
And
books.
Oh, it's a good smell.
when you the door has a bell on it, and a little dog comes scurrying up. Ruff, ruff, ruff. And Dita, down.
German?
Yes. And he says something, a voice in the back says something in Serbo-Croat. And then a guy comes forward and it's like, you know, a generic, like, old book guy number 7. He's wearing like a sweater with patches on the sleeves.
Yes.
He's got a pipe. And he says, guests, hello. I'm Gregor Cole. Welcome. How can I help you?
We're looking for a particular book.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a lot of books.
Yes, the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. Is that it?
Oh, Gibbons?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. We have but the one copy, and it has been bought and is waiting to be picked up.
By Yasmina.
Yes.
She's with us. Yeah.
Yeah, Yasmina says, I'm Yasmina Moric. Oh, I see. Well, here you are. And
It's in my hand.
he'll go behind the case and he'll pull it out and hand the book over, and Yasmina will just like flip through the pages, and out will pop another English note.
Oh, we are in
that around?
handout
Love the handouts.
world. It's in English. Go to Puzdan Zalihi. Use your mother's maiden name. Key submerged in the nearby Roman bath. I've left instructions. Be careful.
Love
And
this.
it's also a claim ticket with 187.
Yes, that is a claim. Yeah, and included is a claim ticket.
Man, your father is really good at communicating with you.
By way of scavenger hunt.
Yes, I like that. It feels like we're playing the game Myst.
It's like, clearly he wants you to find him.
This is not common for my father. This tells me that he's very concerned about something.
And he trusts you. I'm sorry, I'm projecting.
Yeah, of course he trusts me. I'm his daughter.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Just really, not even looking, just reach over and put a gentle hand on Erna's shoulder.
Just watch out if he wears any strange headwear.
It's unusual.
No reason.
All right, well, we know where to go.
Do we? Where is that?
Go to Pazdan Zali.
Gregor, Gregor will be like, oh, that's not that hard to find. He'll show you on a map where it
Okay.
is. He
Wonderful.
gives you the address.
Thank you, Gaga. And while I've got you, I've got a list of books I'm looking for.
Of course, yes.
Independent research.
And what's the name?
Oh, the book? He's asking me?
No, your name.
Oh, Anna Klein.
Oh,
I'm a graduate student at the University of Basel.
Your father wouldn't happen to be Klaus Klein.
Yeah.
Huh. He left something here for you.
a lot of dads leaving shit here.
Is this like the dad scavenger hunt bookstore?
Yes.
Hey, dads, are you looking to make a scavenger hunt for your lost daughter? Well, we've got the books for you. Come on down to this tiny Croat village.
I mean, he didn't have an address.
Okay.
So he and his no good brother would often come here to pick up books or to sell them. His lagabout brother was traveling this route quite often,
Yeah.
and always on some scheme, some lame-brained scheme that he thought would get him rich.
Yeah.
Owes me money,
Well, if I see
a
him,
fair amount of money.
well, if I see him again, I will let him know.
He owes me about 800 pounds.
Oh, that's fine.
Who's counting?
I take out 800 pounds and I pay him.
What? No, you can't.
Yes,
You can't pay another man's debt.
yeah, I am.
Do you know Rudolph Klein?
Take the 800, please.
They have worked together in business, so it's not a complete misconnection.
Yasmina's just like, when you pull out 800 pounds.
No, I pull out 12,000
Yeah,
pounds.
well, yeah.
No, wait. That's
Dollars.
12,000.
And also American dollars.
That's 12,000, so I need to do the... Sorry.
He's like,
And also, you spent a bunch on that hotel that you
Oh,
bought.
I've got that.
10,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hotel was 10,000.
That already was worked out. I think that was because I went to the bank.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
that's
You got a
not on.
cashier's
That's
check,
not
yeah.
cash on me. Are you Google Docking me right now?
Google Doc.
Are you Google Docking me right now? Am
Down.
I currently being Google Docked? I believe I did a credit rating on that one, my friend.
I don't remember.
I believe I did a credit rating on that
Somebody
one, my
needs to make
friend.
an accounting roll,
Yeah.
and Rudy's not here.
And Rudy's not even here.
wait.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake! We're gonna make an accounting roll! Sorry, I don't care. It's
We'll just borrow one of the cheese bits for this accounting roll.
I can't believe that someone would pay for that deadbeat.
He means a lot to me. I'll
Why?
leave it there.
He has a lot of flaws, but he's working on that.
You don't know him like we know him.
I know him as a major debtor
We do too.
and a scam artist.
And we do
And
too.
that. And then there's more.
And
Do you
then there's
have a message from my father?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I got so worked up in.
That's okay.
Yes, it's a book.
Okay.
Shocking.
See,
Tell me more.
I mean, this is kind of how we communicated. He'd be like, "Oh, Erna, you should read this book. It's way out of your age range," and I'd be like, "Sign me up."
I'm sure your mother loved that.
Oh, she did. She was educated.
The birds and the bees talk was really weird.
No.
Here's Grey's Anatomy.
She,
That almost made me spit my drink. Good job.
oh, thank you for this book, Minstrel Practices of
No.
Ancient Greece.
No.
I've learned so much.
You are putting words in my mouth. It didn't happen. Mother wouldn't have allowed that. She threw them in the fire.
There's a whole secret library somewhere under the Klein house.
Yeah.
So it's not a
Extensive.
book, it turns out. It's a photo album.
Oh God.
And it is all pictures of you as a child and your father.
Stop it.
And with it is a note that just briefly says, these photos don't belong to me anymore, but they'll always be in my heart. Papa. And there's, probably 20 or 30 pictures of you and your mother and your father when you were super young, and then you and him, and then apparently just pictures of you that your mother was sending to him somewhere.
What? Mother?
How could you?
No, I mean, she's a smart lady. I was always curious how much she knew. Oh my God.
He's
Okay.
He's a handsome man.
Oh, can I see his face?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, she says he's a handsome man, and you're like,
Sorry, who does?
Charlie says he's a handsome man, and you're like,
yeah, I wouldn't know.
Wait, can you not see?
Yeah, that was my place. We are getting very into it. I'm sorry, Yasmina. It's weird that both
yeah,
of our
like, so my thing.
it's weird that both of our fathers left notes for us, and
I might be like muttering like little background context. Well, and then she hasn't seen him, and then
You're like the guy at the Oscars. This is her third nomination.
this is quite out of the blue.
oh, and she can't see his face because of a price she
yeah.
paid to a interdimensional
Metaphysical
ticket
being.
Super cash, no big deal.
We're all
Yasmin's like, so the warehouse?
we're actually all haunted by our own personal demons.
Yeah, I think Erna
Lot 187?
is kind of like cataloging, especially the knowledge her mother might have, because that is news to her, at least confirmed like this. But like is keeping it very sort of stone-faced, but like gives Charlie like a little smile when he comments on his appearance. puts it away and into like her little briefcase she has on her, and says, "Okay, we need to go.
Let's go.
Thank you, Gregor. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, when was the last time you saw my father?
Last week.
I mean,
Damn you, continuity.
just to
It would
clarify.
have been years ago.
Yeah. But not less than 12 years ago.
No, I'd 7 maybe, 7 or 8. Time.
What is time?
Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Strange construct.
Hear somebody outside.
I have a YouTube video for you.
Let me share a link. Okay. So I put it away, and then let's go check this out.
I'll hang back just a moment and I'll say, and I would appreciate, Mr. Gregor, if you don't mention this to anyone, and I'll slip him an extra 20.
On top of the 800.
Who would I mention it to?
Anyone. And do you have any copies of the Kama Sutra?
I think I do. Yes.
I would love to take one.
All right. Well, you've certainly paid for it, and
Thank you very much.
he'll wrap it up for you, and he says, and if you ever happen to see Rudolph, sorry, he doesn't call it Rudy.
Yeah.
If you ever happen to see Mr. Klein, do let him know he's not welcome here.
I will indeed. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Putting that in my inventory.
Clarissa, would you like to read a book?
You're gonna. It's gonna be like
so-
Cthulhu Kama Sutra.
So you come up
know?
now. Now you're telling the wagon driver the 4th location.
Yeah. Is your mule
Maybe we should have kept the car.
I think that's what Ezra was trying to do.
when the storyteller or what the keeper offers you a car, take the car.
Take the
Look,
car.
I think the biggest reason why I wasn't encouraging you to keep it was because I thought we had our luggage with us, and that
Well,
would not
and
have
also,
fit. And
we
also,
got rid of Clarissa, so
That's
I think it
true.
was a win overall.
truly,
Yeah,
whatever we have to pay this mule driver,
worth it. We should give him a healthy tip.
a hefty tip.
The wagon driver, like,
Okay.
like you you show him the address. He's like, by now it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
We are breaking this man's spirit. Let's go.
She's like, he just keeps mumbling hunting lodge under his breath.
What else would he be doing?
So
Farming.
you you get about half an hour later, you pull up to this warehouse that is you're back almost to the railway station. So you've kind of done a lap around town at this point.
Oh yes.
It is a rather large warehouse. Looks like it stores things that come off the train, or stores things to go on the train. When you come in, the warehouse manager, Mr. Padovan, says, do you have a claim ticket?
Yeah.
Do you have the name of the account?
Well, I'll look at Yasmina.
And Yasmina will say her mother's maiden name that
That she knows.
says her maiden name.
Smith.
Baratutich.
Oh.
Sure, of
And,
course.
And we already went.
And he says, and do you have the key?
We would have gone to the nearby Roman bath before coming here.
Somewhere you hear a wagon driver go,
For the key.
Yeah.
in the nearby Roman bath.
In the nearby Roman
there's
bath.
not a nearby Roman bath. The Roman bath is quite far away.
It says nearby.
He's not nearby.
Well,
Is the dig sat nearby?
is a fountain any sort of.
There is in fact a fountain.
Okay.
There is a small park across the street with a gazebo, and there is there's a little bird bath.
Oh, a little bird bath. Well,
Let's go take a peek.
yeah. Why not?
All right.
No. Okay.
The look on your
You
face.
say if you say.
The wagon guy's just
You
like,
don't even have to. We can walk there, so
Yeah.
you're fine.
yeah, he's just like, where are they going?
Am I free?
Do I get to go?
You dare.
The bird bath has a small statue on top of it, which says in Latin, Vinkovci's most famous son, Emperor Valens.
Oh, an emperor was from here. Maybe I knew that.
You knew that.
You probably knew that.
All right. Submerged. Boot around in it?
All right, this is gross.
Okay, I don't
The
care.
bird bath is very gross, but you pull out a key.
Aha!
Well done.
This is pretty fun.
I'm terrified that he just left that out where someone might see the glint and then grab it.
What?
He probably knew it was gross.
Yeah,
he was like, this is super gross.
I don't think a lot of people reach in bird baths.
So wipe it off on my skirt. All right.
All right.
So rustic.
Thank you.
Right, let's go get this thing.
Yasmina will ask you for
Yeah.
and
This
she'll-
is all for you.
We're doing
And
this all for a stranger.
But also, it's fun.
We have this,
And
we have this nasty habit of adopting strays.
That's true.
So there is the guy will take you back and he'll use the key and he'll open it up and he says, "Take as long as you want. The site is paid for," and he will walk off. There is
Is it sort of like a storage unit?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's an 8-foot long, 4-foot high crate that is nailed shut. And there is secured to the outside of the crate with twine a notebook. And Yasmina will immediately go and try and cut the notebook, and she'll like start to look in it, and she says, "This is my father's shorthand. I think I can translate this, but it'll take me a little time. Perhaps if we go back to the hotel."
All right.
The hotel or the hunting lodge?
Oh, right, the hunting.
Let's go to the
lodge.
hunting lodge because it won't
I
be
should
connected.
yeah,
to
you're
them.
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a really good. Well, do we want to look in the crate?
Kinda.
Search the crate.
But yeah, I want to do like a really good scan of the area that we weren't followed or anything.
It doesn't seem so.
Okay.
Yes.
But it is Yasmina, so it's yours.
Do you want to wait until you've translated it to get an idea, or do you want to get a peek into the crate while we're here?
I don't know which would be better.
Well,
I want to get in that
see,
crate.
I'm very curious, but also I have bad instincts when it comes to this stuff. So I'll leave it to the group.
I say get in the crate.
I agree. Mostly because there's not an Emma here to wield a crowbar.
But we probably will
Although
need
there
one.
is a crowbar,
Yeah.
I wield it.
Yeah, Reggie might pull an Emma.
you open this crate, and inside,
You're not gonna make him roll for it?
no,
There's too much of a chance of having to end early.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
wait for 6 weeks.
I don't want to have to recast.
It's a pain in the ass the first time.
So inside is a manifest
Oh.
that very, very precisely lists everything in there. There are about 24 items, most of which are, there's some swords, there's some, statuary, that sort of thing.
Rudy sits bolt upright.
The things that seem
This is his kind of great.
most interesting, there is a box containing a single silver coin.
Uh-oh.
Grab it.
I look at
Don't.
Charlie.
Grab it. Grab the box. The box, not the coin.
There's also a box. So this is just looking at the manifest. You haven't opened anything.
Okay.
Well, you've opened the crate, but you haven't opened any of these. It says box containing carved stone, 32 scrolls and 18 books.
Are you all right? You seem flushed.
Excuse me.
Are you breathing heavy?
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Your cheeks. They're blotchy with color.
Most of the documents are records of the Order of the Noble Shield in Latin, but there are 3 separate items that are specifically called out. One is an Arabic book Rasul al-Albarin. There.
Oh, Uncle Woody speaks Arabic.
Well, there you go.
Oh my God, he gets a chance to roll and he's not here.
We'll retrieve it later for him.
There is a book in Latin, Sapientia Maglorum. And then there is a scroll that will not at all trigger a side quest. The accounts of Tilius Corvus.
Here we go.
What is that?
That's going to be for the Roman flashback.
Oh.
Oh.
Probably.
But he says it like that.
Fair.
And I know that there's a Roman flashback because he's mentioned it.
I like that name, Tilius.
Tilius? I like Corvus.
Yeah.
It's got Raven
It's
vibes.
like burbs.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we gotta sell Cthulhu, whatever the old one, the Latin one is. I don't remember Cthulhu. I don't remember what the rules are. Oh wait, I can just look at the next scenario.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the...
Cthulhu
Well, that's one of-
Invictus.
That's only a few pages ahead of where we currently are.
Oh, you're gonna be here a while.
This is us. We're going to be here through, like, April.
Wow.
So
2026.
For a couple days in a hunting lodge, we're going to be here till April.
Yep. You know
we
us.
do. So Yasmina will like say, I think we can leave this all here.
Yeah, as long as we weren't followed, which I don't think we've
So she'll seal it up, and
Yeah.
she says they won't let anyone come in here except us,
yeah. All right.
and only if we have the key
And the claim
and
ticket.
the name and the claim
Yeah.
ticket.
I would recommend that we split those items up as much as possible. That we that one person has the claim ticket, one person has the key, and you have the name. If you're that worried about what might have happened to your father, I don't think we'd make it easy for them if something happens to us.
She gives the key to Erna.
Okay.
I'll take the claim ticket. People don't rob me.
Not anymore, anyways.
Why did you feel the need to?
I carry around thousands of dollars
You
on my
could keep the
person.
claim ticket.
Okay.
Oh. I wanted to help.
Yeah, you are helping.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're going to the hunting lodge now.
Yeah.
Yes.
She'll go, and she she says to Mr. Spoda, she's like, I trust that this is secure, and he says, "Oh, don't worry." And he points, and there's an armed guard.
Wow.
There's always an armed man here, day and night.
All right.
So you get back in there, and on the way, finally to the hunting
Yeah,
lodge.
I'm excited to let this guy know that we are going to original.
It's happening.
Two things happen.
Uh-oh.
We don't make it to the hunting lodge.
One happens as you are going through downtown. The other happens as you reach the outskirts of town.
Okay.
We're going to do the outskirts one first because it's just a quick vignette. As you get to the outskirts of town, heading towards the hunting lodge, a column of trucks is rumbling down the road with obviously military trucks. There's one armored car and one staff car with an officer in it that is leading the way. And probably, I don't know, 3 dozen, maybe 4 dozen soldiers are rumbling into town. As you go through the downtown area, Reggie, make me a spot hidden roll.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Who's ready?
Ezra, for you. I don't like how you did that.
Ren is ready.
Am I wrong?
Okay. No, that's
Can't use
all right.
it, but-
So,
97.
right. So,
That was a classic
all right.
Dane right there.
So, you
Out
don't,
of 83.
you don't see them. They see you.
Uh-oh.
You hear a very familiar voice.
I blame you. I blame you for that one. I blame you for that one. Go ahead. Familiar voice.
You hear a familiar. So you're going through kind of right through downtown.
It's the Frenchman.
And sitting at a cafe, you hear a What the hell are you doing here? And you look over and you see your father's fixer. A man named Alston Beauregard, who is easy to see because he wears a ridiculous cowboy hat at all times. He is wearing a suit and a cowboy hat, and he just spit out whatever he was drinking as he sees you in a horse cart slowly rolling by. And he's like trying
Mr. B?
he's trying to figure out if he should follow. The guy just keeps going unless you're gonna stop.
The guy
him.
gives no fuck.
Yeah, the guy's just.
He's trying to get out of here.
So Beauregard only goes where things are bad.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's
The guy your father sends to take care of things.
there's an associate of my father outside.
Oh.
He's no laughing matter. What do we advise?
Keep it down.
Fuck you.
He hasn't slept.
Yeah, well,
Just give him some time. He'll be back to normal.
All right.
I suffer from affluenza, and I'm not that jerky.
Sometimes.
You have in the past. I mean, he knows you're here. You know he's here.
I think it might be important to find out
Why? Yeah. What?
Do I do that now?
Who is this man?
He's an associate of my father's.
Wow, our dads are getting into it.
Yes.
If my dad suddenly turns up here, I'm gonna.
I'm the only one without daddy issues because.
Isn't your father a circus performer who disappeared when you were 3?
No, I left them when I was 15.
There you go. I get out of the cab. It's still moving
Oh yeah,
slowly.
no, it's, you're in no danger. But the guy's like,
Good
he
to
just
see you
keeps
there.
going.
I suppose.
Okay.
I approach him and I
He
say,
sees you coming, and his hand is like, "The hell are you doing here?"
I might ask the same question, Mr. B. What is the meaning of this?
Let's not talk here. Come with me.
All right.
He takes you to a very nice hotel.
Why didn't we get a very nice hotel?
Booked up hunting season. We know how it is.
And he'll take you to his room. He has like the top floor, and he's like, "Why are you here?"
I'm taking the Orient Express. There needs to be repairs done to the track down the way. They've put us in a hunting lodge nearby. Are you here because of in connection to that?
No, I don't give a fuck about the Orient Express.
No, the political movement that's happening here, the
I
revolution.
don't give one goddamn
Well, then
about
tell
politics.
me why.
The fucking knife. Somebody took the fucking knife out of the bank and brought it here.
What?
You were supposed to go.
I understand what my orders were, Mr. B, but...
Do ya?
What? I will not be talked to that way, as if you were my father. Now, I am on my track. Literally, I'm on a train. I'm at the whims of a train. So going directly to a place is not...
Couldn't hire a plane. You couldn't hire a boat. Couldn't hire a car.
Now, I think you understand how my father works, and those orders were not specifically given to me. I was not told to find that knife directly. I was told to accomplish a certain task. Now, if you're going to berate me in this way, then I think that we should have other words. If you need help finding the knife, then perhaps I can assist in that way.
Don't you get in a dick swinging
Don't you get in a
competition.
dick swinging situation with me either, Beauregard. Now, are you going to help me find this knife or not?
Make me a persuade roll.
Don't you dare!
97.
That took him way too long to register.
All right.
Half a 77?
38.
30, yeah.
45. Out of 77.
You do got a little of the old man in you. Good to see. I'm glad you got some bass in your voice, boy.
Yes, well. What is your plan?
So you didn't know about the knife.
I knew where it was when I was told where to get it from.
So why are you in town?
I told you, happenstance. The train broke down. It's not able to continue on. Do you have any leads?
I know that some crackpot doctor heard about the knife and was gonna bring it back and put it in its right place, and he managed to break into the stupid fucking Balkan bank with no security.
Are you aware of the nature of the directives my father puts me on?
That sentence was like 3 different directions. Talk English.
Do you know what I do for my father?
Of course I do.
What?
Well, you don't kill anybody. That's my job.
Then you didn't answer my question, did you?
You get sent out to do the stuff he doesn't want to get his hands dirty doing, just like I do.
Such as what? I need to know if you understand the nature of my missions.
Yeah, you're collecting these items he wants
For what purpose?
for whatever fucking voodoo sis boom ba that he thinks happens with him.
All right.
That frankly I think is bullshit,
Of course you do.
but he pays well.
Now,
Another Southern boy. I love this guy. He's a jackass, but I love him.
now, would you say that some crackpot doctor who is going after an esoteric knife may have some sort of voodoo bullshit behind him as well? If he's able to break into a Swiss bank without being caught?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a Swiss bank.
Whatever the bank is.
Fucking Yugoslavian bank. I could
Okay.
probably break into it.
So you don't think that this person would have any...
I don't care. He'll get. He shoots just as good as anybody
That's
else.
not what I'm asking. I'm asking for your opinion on whether or not this person would have such powers behind him.
Well, I don't think anybody does.
Great.
I think it's all hooey and applesauce.
Fine. I may have a lead on this doctor.
Oh,
Where you're staying here,
I am.
and you are...
He goes and he opens a case and he starts loading shotgun shells.
I
Let's go.
am not asking for that.
No, nobody asks for this. This is what I do.
What were your specific instructions for my father?
Kill the asshole that has the knife, take it back to the bank. I guess now I don't have to take it back to the bank. I can just give it to you.
You don't know who exactly has the knife.
No?
Well, then put that fucking gun away and wait until we do.
One day, boy. One day.
What? You're going to kill me? Beauregard, you have no idea what is going on here. And I appreciate your bravado and what you do for my father. But in this situation, I think you're out of your depth.
He kicks back and puts his boots up on the table and he goes, maybe I am, maybe I ain't.
We should get a whiskey sometime.
I got some right here.
I'm busy. And I leave.
All right.
Oh my god.
I have not seen a lounging NPC like that since the Black Pharaoh.
That was amazing. That was a good scene.
He
Standing ovation. I'm not actually gonna stand, but
So you are now on the streets of Vinkovci. You know which way the wagon went.
If it's a fancy hotel, I'm going to ask where the hunting lodge is.
But of course, sir. Do you need a ride?
I need a way there. Yes.
Oh, of course. Hold on. I get you taxi.
I am wearing a tuxedo.
A hunting tuxedo.
You know,
Just to be clear.
Forest green.
Wearing green tuxedo.
Deep forest green.
He's still green.
It has black lapels.
It's classy, okay?
Classy, okay?
For hunting.
So this hotel has a car.
Oh.
And he will bring it around. And he will say, for any guest of Mr. Beauregard, he's guest of ours.
Thank you.
And they will drive you off. You will get to the hunting lodge far ahead of them.
yeah, I figured.
You pass us on the way.
As you get there, Clarissa is actually sitting out on the hunting lodge is a long timber building with all the rooms are kind of on the sides. And she's fanning herself, even though it's quite cold out. It's January. And she sees you and she goes, "Oh, Reggie!"
So wordlessly, I'm going to walk towards her, and as I walk past, I'm going to grab her by the wrist, and I'm going to lead her into the nearest room, and we're going to do it.
All right. So, Reggie! The whole time, she's very appreciative, and she's very skilled.
If she keeps talking,
Oh,
I
she
will
does.
tell her to shut up.
Yeah, she does. She's like, and communal rooms? I mean, really? Oh, yes, that's quite nice. She's like, but yes, she's like, she's like, dormitories, Reginald.
Shut up.
Oh, I like it when you talk dirty.
Yes, but you keep talking. So
Yes, because it gets you to talk dirty.
I cover.
Oh, wow.
Clarissa is discovering some kinks about herself.
That's a fade to black.
And that's a fade to black right
And
there.
that's
And that's going to be a fade to black right there. Thank you very much, folks.
About an hour later, you all come rolling up. Yeah. The guy is very happy to get you off of his wagon.
Yeah. I have the Dr. Smith money, so I will pay him and tip him Phil.
Okay.
It turns from a buggy to a wagon at this point.
Yeah, it gets more rustic as the trip goes on.
When you pull out money, he's like, and he tells Yasmina that that the train paid.
Can I tip him?
She says he won't understand, but yeah, you.
Very American.
For the extra trouble, we did send him all over hell. so
Yeah,
I
he
think
was
there.
only paid to go to one
He'll
place.
take whatever you give him.
Yeah,
he's
no,
very happy to do
yeah.
that. And then he'll slowly ride away.
What was your donkey's name? Mule, sorry.
Milosh.
Good job,
name.
Milosh.
Good job, Milosh.
All
If I
right.
had a cat, I'd give it to you.
We're smoking out on
Yeah.
on
Reginald
the drive.
and Clarissa.
Good job, Milosh.
I'm gonna, before we get into more stuff.
I got one of the single rooms, Reginald. You're welcome to stay with me if you wish.
I
But
don't.
Communal rooms, I mean.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
Oh. Yes.
I ignore all that. If there's like a front desk or equivalent, I'd go up and be like, could I give you a message to the telegram office, perhaps?
Yes. So you start to notice a few things. You already know this because Clarissa has laid it out in great detail.
In
This
great
place has
whining
no
detail.
electricity.
Okay.
And is very rustic. This is a hunting lodge in the old school. But inside it's very comfortable. There are blazing fires in almost every room. There are deep rugs, bear rugs and things like that. It's very comfy inside.
And they have a staff, right?
They do have a staff. It seems like it's a family. The whole place smells delicious. Like whatever they're cooking smells like hearty and yummy and warm.
Well, the next time someone's going into town, just take this to the telegram office for me.
Of course.
And I'll write out a note to my mother, telling her my location, saying I came by a note from father in a bookstore. I think we need to talk.
Stop.
Yes, there's some stops happening in there. I'll call when I can. And I love you. Stop. Don't want this to be the last message she ever got from me if I don't say that. So, yep. And then I'll hand it off.
Okay. So you are you all settle in. There are a lot of disgruntled guests here because unless you were willing to get here early and complain a lot like Clarissa did, there's 2 rooms that are sort of male and female communal rooms. There's about 24 people here.
Man, I think
Guests?
the Orient Express really undersold this or oversold this experience.
A little bit.
Oh, Charlie's about as happy as a clam.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
We're
this,
going down the watering hole.
this is my kind of environment.
And so you have all been, you have a bed in the communal women's room, and you all have beds in the communal men's area. Rudy is already asleep.
Yeah, good.
Actually, he's in the lobby in this stuffed chair, like sitting in front of a fire with like
snoring.
a newspaper over his face.
And it's going,
He's got a snore, I gotta say.
he's got us.
Yeah, you can
He
hear that.
try sharing a small compartment with him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
One thing I have learned is that there is a very fancy hotel in town. So if this is unagreeable to us, we'll be able to relocate.
You do realize if you say that loud enough, Clarissa's going to hear you and demand it.
Then that's fine. Then she'll be out of here.
I just got deja vu. All right, so
I think I need to tell you what's going on.
okay, let's find a little corner, and then we'll set up Yasmina so she can do the work on the translation.
Yeah, she's sitting at a table with like a little lamp, and she's reading.
And I'll tell her to come get us if she needs
Waiting
anything.
for a translation. Also deja vu.
That is like the ongoing thing in any Call of Cthulhu game.
Waiting for the translation.
I think the only time that hasn't happened was Down Darker Trails.
We should check her for tentacles.
Yasmina says, while I'm translating this, perhaps you could find the doctor.
Perhaps, yeah. We'll look into it, all right? Your father's friend, Dr. Bellinzada?
She makes a psychology roll. Yes, perhaps.
No, I'm we're going to help you. I just want to check in with my friend first. And also, I guess, can we take Clarissa's car? Does she have to come with us if we take her car?
No, I'll take her car. What?
Okay,
Not a problem.
great.
Amazing.
So, but catch us up.
Yeah, who was the man with the very ostentatious hat?
He had a look.
He's got a whole
Does everyone
thing.
dress like that in America?
No.
No.
Charlie's like, you too?
No. You have to understand, Erna. America is enormous.
Yes, it's very big.
Quite large.
And the people. I mean, you can't drive. You can't get across America easily in more than several weeks.
Wheat fields, cowboy hats.
Coasts. People in San Francisco dress very differently than people in
Mountains. We have mountains.
Anyway, okay.
huge.
Coast to coast, it's similar to the Orient Express, I'd imagine. Something like that.
Distance-wise.
Something like that.
Okay. So,
He's a killer. He kills people for my father.
No, he had that look to him.
He wants to kill the doctor that we're looking for.
Are we sure that it's because her father's a doctor too,
there's
right?
2 doctors.
So is
One
it,
of them.
Is it him? Is it her
Whoever
father's
has
doctor?
the knife I'm supposed to get.
Right.
Well, I am suspicious about this Dr. Bellinzada because he was a friend of Yasmina's father But then her father very specifically said in the message to not trust anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps...
But also, I'm afraid that there might be some esoteric tomfoolery afoot if this man was able to steal a cursed knife, some sort of enchanted knife from a bank.
Yeah. What exactly is this knife?
It is, I'm told it is to separate the simulacrum from anyone who has absorbed it.
You don't want to know the first, 3 thoughts I just had.
It's probably killing them, yes.
Yeah, that.
But there are ways to separate without it. Although, is the separation
That's
but
fine,
a visual thing, or is it goes on a deeper level? Because I don't think it does go on a deeper
Until
level.
we have the
when you
knife, I
think
don't
about
think
it.
we can tell, but
Well, you're separated from the arm now.
I am, but
that
also
was-
the connection still stands. It still responds to me. Truly
there's
separated?
there's no easy way to control this man. He is driven and determined and skilled, and he will not listen to anyone but my father.
And he knows you're here.
And he knows I'm here, which is not necessarily a problem. But his directive is to kill the man with the knife and give the knife to me.
So if we get the knife before him, then he doesn't have to kill anybody.
He may still yet because of the way he is.
Well, and if that's his instruction, he seems...
Kill and
Yeah.
give the knife.
So if we're able to get a hold of the knife first and send this person running, might just disappear somewhere. On the
Mr.
other hand-
Beauregard may try and track him down regardless. He's tenacious.
Well, then that'll keep Mr. Beauregard busy and out
That's
of our
true.
business.
It's true, but I fear for the life of whoever he's going for.
Well, the other question, too, is, I mean, if Yasmina's father's saying trust no one and this guy turned on him somehow, maybe we solve 2 problems with 1 bullet.
But we don't know.
What did I say Beauregard's first name was?
Alston.
Alston.
I don't know anything.
Perfect name, by the way.
That's a really good name.
Alston Beauregard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know one way or the other. I've only just heard about any of this stuff.
Yes, there's yet information yet to glean.
Thank you for telling us.
You are my priority.
I appreciate that.
Right back
Make me a luck roll.
Oh, God. You shouldn't have been nice to it.
Yeah, piece
oh,
of
wait. Is Clarissa going to hear?
Whoa!
All right. Oh, really? They're your priority. After you took my virtue.
Oh! Erna clutches Charlie.
I'm gonna stare her down.
All right. Make a psychology check. This is opposed. Oh, you stare her down. All I need to see is the 10.
Yeah, I got a 16 out of 21.
Yeah. She'll go, okay, they're your priority. I understand more about yes.
Leave.
I have to go.
Anyway.
Okay. So... So what's our plan here? Yasmina recommended we go after this Belanzada guy. I don't trust him, but we could follow up.
I think finding the site also.
Yeah, I really want to go to that site. Oh, and those documents in the crate. Okay, I'm not gonna go in there.
Cream your jeans.
You also have the journalist's name and something that maybe got glossed over, but there were, as the letter says, there were pictures in the paper.
Well, so we could get a copy of that paper, maybe.
How many days ago was that paper out?
The paper was...
I mean, couldn't have been that long.
Scenario timeline.
I'd love to see you look at the book.
We love to see him looking
I've been looking at that book.
hilarious.
Handouts and books.
It was a week ago. The article prompted the letter.
I mean,
It was in the local paper called Chibalis.
maybe they still have a copy or 2 laying
I
around.
think that's pronounced Chablais.
To use as like a fire starter or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a week, so...
No, I think The journalist is a lead. The site is a lead. And
And the doctor.
the doctor is a lead.
I mean, assuming that he's a academic.
I don't know if I knew his name. He was a friend of Dragomir's.
Belinzada is his name.
Yeah, but I don't know if I.
No, you didn't recognize that.
I'm
No,
not sure.
He's not nothing in archaeology.
He was a friend from the war of Dragomir's. One of the wars. I don't know which one.
Personally, with Mr. B in town, the doctor is somewhat my priority at this point. If he possibly has this knife, then I
But
would
if you
like
go
to-
after him, then Mr. B will be short behind, probably.
not necessarily. He doesn't know who has the knife. He just knows that a doctor took it. But I think that action in this situation would be prudent.
Well, yeah, maybe we should just go directly towards him.
That is my recommendation and my priority. You all can be searching other things down, but I'd
mean-
like to rule this man out. Yes. If each of us does a different lead,
Okay.
it'll
Oh yeah.
take way
Newspaper,
less time.
Ruins.
Look at it.
It all makes
sense. And then Rudy can sleep.
I like this plan.
Hopefully,
Nick shows up and he's just
hopefully Nick will be here next week.
Yeah.
sleeping.
Well, sleeping on the table.
Nick, if you need to feel better, you can just sleep here
No, don't bring your germs here.
with a mask on.
There's too many things going on the next several months.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'd like to track down.
My only concern is that we know that there is at least one person who's been looking for Yasmina.
Yeah.
And I don't think that just because they got scared off that they've stopped. And that being the case, A, do we leave her alone? I'm not counting Rudy. B, should any of us be alone? Because now those three men will have marked who we are. If they're any good at what they're doing.
You might have gotten out of it. You just rode a cart.
Maybe.
I mean, you got in the. Well, they left before we got in the buggy.
That's true.
Reggie, they probably spotted me for sure.
Ezra, just real quick.
How sexy is the frog?
How sexy is that frog? How sexy is that frog, though?
I gave you Clarissa. Leave me alone.
On a silver platter.
And we stopped. What is magic capable of, and what do I have to do to do it?
You have no idea.
Broadest
I mean,
question in the universe.
Magic is I mean, you've seen magic do incredible things, but it's almost never been in the physical world. It's usually been in the dreamlands or in
Well, based off of your conversation with Alexis, you have the ability.
Right.
It's about belief
Right.
and sacrifice.
Right.
So there will be some sort of trade-off.
Yeah.
So you got to believe you can do it, and then
stick
not care about the sacrifice.
And then stick a knife in Clarissa's heart.
Yes, because she's your
Make a
number one
luck roll.
priority.
I did not say that in the voice. That was not Charlie saying that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Clarissa's defining trait is she's always there when you don't want her to be.
I was definitely not speaking in Erna's voice.
Or was I in Charlie's?
No, I mean, I could kill Mr. B.
Oh.
All right, but why?
You hear a voice in your head. Could you?
Fuck you, yes. To cast some sort of spell if needed. I'm just
Let's keep
brainstorming.
that as Plan Z.
We've reached the human sacrifice portion of our program.
All I'm saying is that we may have a way to solve some of our problems by eliminating other problems.
Yeah.
And my father knowing where exactly I am
Is a problem?
is a potential grave risk.
Yeah.
And especially this sort of person knowing. So,
But counterpoint, he always knows about where you're going to be. We're literally on rails.
we are off the beaten track at this point. So
Only for now.
for now, yes, but any information he doesn't have is valuable to us.
In a strange way, we have said this many times. Use the tools that are given us. Beauregard could be a tool. He is a tool, but he could be a tool.
I highly doubt that there's any way to wield him effectively besides just pointing him in the direction of his already...
I think that you are reaching for murder too fast.
There are militant people here that are potentially against us. Having someone skilled in this way, who, I mean, would he protect you if you were in danger?
No.
Okay.
Regardless, I don't.
Regardless.
I do not think that that should be. I think that getting the doctor and getting the knife back is important, I suppose.
It's getting dark by this point.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little bit late to do anything tonight.
They're lighting like lamps,
Yeah.
like oil lamps.
So rustic.
Very rustic. Yeah, maybe we should sleep on it.
Fair?
Way ahead of you.
At this point, I'm staring into the fire.
All right.
Dinner is,
Stew.
to the shock and dismay of Clarissa, cafeteria style.
Rustic.
It is delicious. There's stuffed cabbage rolls. There is sausage that is wrapped in red cabbage. There's a lot of cabbage. It's very cabbage forward.
heavy, yeah.
There is stew over rice,
Oh, yeah. During dinner, I'm going
roasted
to
root vegetables.
eat with Clarissa.
All right.
And say, dear, I'd like you tomorrow to go into town and find out about a particular hotel that they have, the rates and...
Oh, is there a better hotel in town?
I'm asking you to do this for me. Take
course.
Take your car, perhaps, or...
Yes.
And would you do that for me, please?
I certainly would.
Thank you very much.
Well, you did so much for me.
Of course I did. Out of our hair.
Well out of your hair.
But now we don't have a car.
Oh, that's true.
About that thing you said about me not being your priority.
Yes.
If I'm not your priority,
Yes.
why are you asking me to do things?
Because you'll do them?
Will I?
Yes.
You see, Reginald, the way it works is you're wrapped around my finger. I don't wrap around your rather workmanlike hands.
Have a good evening then. And then I'll go sit with my friends.
She she will go talk to two gentlemen who are having brandy, and she'll start cozying up to them.
Whoa, travel author gets around.
Yeah, real story. My sister located a book about an author who was talking about her travel across Europe from person to person
There you go.
in gratuitous detail, apparently.
Maybe that's her book. Yep.
I mean, if she's doing that, I have a little bit more respect for her.
You're like, game recognized game.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
At some point during the evening, because I imagine that the travel lodge is a little overwhelmed, I will have a chat with the owner runner, because you mentioned this is a family joint, and
English is not their strong suit.
yeah, but I will offer to assist if I can with stuff like splitting wood or whatever.
No,
Please.
Guest.
You need to understand.
Guest.
Let me help.
Guest.
He likes to. He likes it.
Guest.
He likes it.
Guest.
going to see if I can find their kid, because I imagine someone's out back splitting wood, and see if I can help.
Yeah, there is somebody back. Yeah, you can just sort of walk up and start. The kid, they're like
Can they be listening to a radio?
not likely. No.
Yeah, and Charlie is feeling much more at home here, and it's like, yeah, no, there's chores to be done. Let's do something, because he does not do well with the like moneyed side of things. He doesn't care for that. But going out back and splitting some wood, that feeds a country boy's heart.
So you do that for about 30 minutes, and then the guy comes out and like chases you away.
You're like, where's that cow?
He actually seems a little worried. Like if you got hurt or something, you know, he'd probably get in trouble.
Liability.
It's like, I could ask Yasmina to explain, but Kim, she's pretty buried.
She like barely ate. She is wrapped up in this.
But I will come back in whistling cheerfully as I roll my shirt sleeves back down.
Yeah.
Probably in one of the best moods you've ever seen Charlie in.
There are a couple card games going on. It's like 8:00, and people are like, "What do we do?" There is some very powerful local alcohol.
Oh.
What is it?
What's it called?
It is.
Reggie's gonna love this.
The fact that it's just in the book.
Is it in the book?
It is.
Nice.
Yes.
It is.
Your long con is finally paid off.
It's like a. Let's see where.
Is
Here
it-
Turpentine.
I was literally about to say turpentine.
It's called. It's called the rakia, and it is strong liquor distilled from fermented fruits, similar to brandy but much worse. And there's also a bitter liqueur that they say is called Palinkovac.
Oh, I go in for the Palinko.
Yeah, it is singularly unpleasant, but it gets the job done.
Gets the job done.
You can. It is dangerously easy to overindulge. Like they serve them in these tiny. Everything is served in these tiny little glasses, but they just keep coming.
I'm going to try and start some drinking songs that I learned in some other place.
Yeah, it's some glee club in college.
Yeah, yes. I'll do a.
Yeah, there's a piano, and Clarissa can play the piano.
Oh, of course she can. So if she if she goes into the piano, I'm going to like give her like a knowing, flirty side eye and like see what she's doing, but not like engage directly. Like do the withholding thing.
She looks at you and she smiles, and then she takes this other guy's hand and puts it on her shoulder.
I openly smirk at that.
And she smirks right back.
Erna, do you know any card games?
And then she goes, "Oh, James, you have such a lovely voice. Sing along with this one, won't you?"
Erna has seemed distracted, and sort of starts. Yeah, I think I played Gin Rummy with Reggie on the Dreamlands Express, and I know cribbage. Cribbage is fun.
Oh, I can see if they have a cribbage board. I know how to play that.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll have
Yeah, set of cribbage and be like, Reggie, you want to come join us? Or are you? Have fun.
He's been indulging.
The owner comes by to all of the guests and says, "Tomorrow hunt, tomorrow fish,
Yes.
hunt fish,
Yes.
hunt fish."
Yes.
And the one, the hunt,
Number one, hunt fish. Yes.
the fish. The hunt the fish.
I'm okay, thank you.
And then I go like this. Chick, chick. Hunt fish. Yes. Hunt fish.
I don't think you're.
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
He would have fit in.
No
way
gun
too well
for
in
you.
my town.
Tomorrow.
No
Like
gun.
fish in a barrel.
15-2, 15-4, pair
So
of
he'll go and
six.
ask, and a bunch of other people are like, "Yeah, they're, I guess we're here. We'll go hunting, whatever."
We have work to do tomorrow, so
Yeah, and let's see here. Let's see how we're doing time wise.
we're right about time.
Wake up. Okay. Yeah. So Yasmina will finish the translation of the notebook. Because of reasons, she will make a sanity roll.
Yasmina, I get you, girl.
Oh, I don't like that expression.
Oh, I get you, girl.
Doesn't help with this roll.
Oh, no, Yasmina, I get you. I get you. I've been there.
She's going down the path of Erna.
Don't follow in my footsteps.
Her dad shows up wearing some sort of chapeau.
Top hat,
Top hat.
just to make things up.
So
Top hat with gills.
Ooh.
she will she'll come up to you
Yeah,
and she'll say, "Can I speak to you
of course. Yeah.
for a moment?"
I've seen horrors untold by man.
Do you want me to leave you alone, or?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And Charlie will pack up the cribbage board. Let me know.
Okay.
She says, "I want you to have these. Those I made a summary
Okay.
of my father's notes. I'm gonna leave the notebook with you."
Can I do a psychology roll?
Sure.
Can I get a coin?
Of course.
I am good at this. Come on. Come on. Come on.
You need a
Anna.
rolling mitten too.
Yeah. That is a run away from a hard.
Okay. You can spend
I'll
luck.
spend it.
Spend the
I'll
luck.
spend it.
All right. So you spend the luck, making it hard.
Yeah.
This woman is not well.
I think Erna feels like she's been feeling empathy for this woman this whole day, but I think she feels it so strongly in this moment, and will like take both her hands. Yasmina, please. I've never used it, but I have psychoanalysis, which I'm very willing to use, just to like try to center her. Like, let's get some tea, biscuits.
Tea and biscuits?
Very British.
Something's really wrong.
I have to go.
Oh no.
I don't think you should be alone right now.
I don't want to put anyone else in danger.
Yasmina, I can understand this. I want to help you, and I'm already on this path. We are in this together.
You can help me. Find the man that killed my father. I heard him.
He told you to be careful.
He did. But then I was sitting over there and I heard his voice. He told me he's in the forest. His body is in the forest.
Then let's get him together. You shouldn't be alone.
I have to do this alone.
Yasmina, please.
I do not wish this cycle to continue. There's no more death. I merely wish to collect my father's body and leave this place.
And you...
But you have been so kind to me. And so I ask you just one small thing. Find the person that killed my father. That is all I ask. And she kisses you on the cheek.
Oh.
And she removes her hands. And she gets up and starts to leave.
The claim ticket. I'll need it.
And almost robotically, she goes, "Of course."
What's the maiden name?
We would have heard
Yeah,
it.
you know.
we heard
Yeah,
it.
you know.
I think Erna will pull out one of the photos that she got today. Maybe not of her family, but like of her as a child, and will like right. If not for yourself, for me, for your family, live. And hand it to her.
She takes it and she looks at it.
And she'll write down like her address in Basel.
Thank you. And she's out the door. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Hoo-wee.
A lot happened.
Yeah.
A lot happened.
Oh, we're feeling.
We're never going to see her again.
Yeah, well, maybe in the epilogue she'll come visit Erna.
Friends, thank you so much for hanging around with us. Whether you were Nacro, Narco, or anybody else, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you for the super chats, the bits, all of that. Wonderful stuff. Patreons, don't forget to hang around. We'll be doing Last Call of Cthulhu after this. A few programming notes. We talked about we will be dark on the 15th because Quests and Chaos will be at Dundracon. So no show on Saturday the 15th. As I suddenly
You're getting choked up. Okay, buddy.
that's how good my acting is. I affected myself. So we hope that we'll see you back here next week, and then you get a week off from all of the mess. And, you know, pretty soon we'll be, spoiler alert, we'll be in ancient Rome.
Ooh.
Thanks.
I have a character idea.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to this.
nice. I was going to just throw pregens on the table.
Yeah, I mean, we can use a pregen.
Yeah.
I just have some sauce to put
Do
on
it.
top.
Just don't let me be Beddoes again.
I just really have to I have to fight not having the same thing happen that happened in because the run we did in the solo, and I'll talk about this in Last Call of Cthulhu, was just so perfect that in my head I'm like, don't do that again. Don't do it. Damn it. You know? All right, Patreon friends, hang around for Last Call of Cthulhu. Everybody else, thank you again so much for everything. We will see you next week. Let me just make sure there's no other announcements here that I... Let's see. Nope, those are all from last week. And don't forget, new merch coming in February. Thomas's jokes from last week are still in there. And we will see you then. Goodbye, internet friends.
Bye.
Maybe if Thomas is listening. I don't know.